Yeah, we did it. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. And a very happy Magic Monday. One and all. We did it. We're here. We made it. Ooh.
Oh.
That's some cool Lorwyn art.
Yeah, I like that.
I like it. Yeah, it's very cool.
It's neat.
I guess we should do our intro before we really get into things. For those of you that may be new, whether you're watching live or on the VOD, what's going on, everybody? This is Joe.
And Amy.
We are Geek for All, and we are here, as we are every Monday, to play some Magic the Gathering Arena here on Magic Monday. Specifically tonight, we will be here playing some Magic the Gathering Avatar: The Last Airbender Limited, sealed and or draft. They do have the quick draft available. We would almost certainly not be doing that. We do have a sealed that I thought we're in the middle of. I guess I lied. Okay, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Maybe I was wrong.
I think we went long last week just so that we could actually finish.
That sounds like us. Do we remember where we left off then? We did Katara but not Azula, or did we do Azula as well?
I thought we had just done Aang, so I don't remember where we left off, apparently.
Then we did Katara. I don't think we did Azula.
Okay.
So
I guess we're on that one.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Well, then, we can do this thing. I guess you can read off the wonderful messages that folks have left in chat already, and I'll say if you are out there and have not already done so and would like to, we'd love to hear from you. Pop in a chat, say hey, and we can, get this party started tonight.
Yeah, okay.
And I'll see what cool cards we get. No mythics. A little unfortunate, but that's life. That's awkward in the black deck, because none of those three colors are black.
No.
Although, 2 Fire Nation drills.
Oh. Although,
2 Jasmine Dragon Tea Shops.
Wow.
So, kind of 3 dead rares a little bit. We have Obsessive Pursuit and Foggy Swamp Visions. But Fire Nation Drill is pretty good. I actually think, if I remember correctly, I like Sandbender Scavengers as well. So.
Okay. Well, I'll start reading chat.
Please do. I'll remind myself what these cards do.
Raymond is here saying I must be early. Marcus is here saying sup.
What is up to both of you? Welcome to the stream. Happy Monday. Magic Monday.
Dojo Par is here saying hello with a smile.
What is up, Dojo Par? Great to see you. Dojo Par, if you were at the event at Champion this weekend, I would love to know how it went. We were not able to attend, but it looked like a hell of a good time, so I'm very curious if you got to attend, if you have some impressions.
Raymond says, or right on time.
Perfect. Yeah, that's right.
Inquiring Mind Screw is also here saying good evening, everyone.
What's up, Inquiring Mind Screw? Happy Magic Monday to you as well.
Mr. Know-It-All is here saying, how has Avatar The Last Airbender been performing? I've not attempted to watch anything or learn anything about the set.
I think people have been enjoying it. Of course, other folks in chat are obviously welcome to correct or not if I'm misspeaking. But
everyone can say what they think.
Exactly. But what I will say is, if I remember correctly, we lost hard and then won hard last week, right? Like we went 0-3 in the white seal deck and then went 7-2 with the blue.
I can't recall, but it was pretty close to that, if not.
So we're like 50-50 basically.
Yeah, sort of interesting. Frog Pizza is here saying, hey y'all, happy Monday.
What is up, Frog Pizza? Great to see you and happy Magic Monday to you as well.
Yes. Dojapar says, Jasmine Dragon Tea Shop is great.
Okay. I didn't know. I mean, black's not really the ally colors. That's the only reason why I wasn't as high on it. Because, but I guess late game being able to make allies makes sense. It's just that I don't think there are going to be a lot of ally synergies in black-white. Maybe, incidental white cards. Who knows?
I did attend the Champs Fair. I played in the Mystery Booster 2 draft and 4-0'd it drafting mono white weenie. Oh, interesting.
Hell
okay.
Yeah.
It was super fun.
That's awesome. That's really good to hear. And congratulations, of course. Yeah. That's amazing. I know when I went last time, in terms of playing the games, I did very poorly, but I opened in our pod, excuse me, I was the person that opened the foil future shifted card, which was like $200 at the time. So wow. I also won when I went. I just didn't win the games, but I won by, opening the very valuable card out of the box. So
he won life that day.
I forget what it was. It was a blue card. It was like a 1 mana blue card. So if people know Mystery Booster 2 well enough and know what that card was, that could be future shifted and foil, you can name some names. It might jog my memory. It might not. I can't promise anything, but
Raymond says, is it that you find constructed monotonous?
Monotonous.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what? I don't think it's that I find constructed monotonous. I think that the cards... This is a damn good question, though. Thank you for making me think about this. I think it's that the cards in Limited, right? I can gauge very well how good cards are in Limited kind of no matter what. And if it's a new ability or something like that, I just have to play with it a couple of times or see it played against me a couple of times to know how I feel about it. In Constructed, it's so much more complex, right? Obviously, it's with Limited, it's a lot more limited of a pool of cards to have to worry about the possibilities of what somebody could be doing at any given time. And the fact that depending on what format you're playing, right? If it's Standard, you've got to kind of retool your decks every once in a while, and or when a new set comes out, you've got to retool your deck. Whereas with Limited, it's sort of different every time, but also again with the world that you're living in Limited, it's all kind of known at the top. If you follow the set closely enough, every card in the set. If they have 1 blue mana open, there's a handful of cards on your turn that your opponent could possibly be playing. Whereas in Constructed, especially outside of Standard, 1 blue mana open could be a billion different things, right?
Yeah.
So it's just the idea of if I'm playing Magic the Gathering for 2.5 hours a week, I'd rather, have a different experience every time. Folks talk about, oh, I stopped playing Standard because it's all red deck wins, right? Everybody's playing red deck wins, and it sucks to be facing the same deck over and over and over again. And it's kind of the, if you can't beat them, join them kind of a situation where, like, do I play red deck wins and try to, like, actually get some wins under my belt, or do I try to play something fun that I'm, like, actually interested in, and or just play a deck that you need to get your dailies, because that's sometimes what I do. Yeah. But, like, then I'll jump into a brawl game or something. But even then, like, when we play Cube, right? I'll play Cube and someone will play a card that, like, Uro. I mean, Uro I know pretty well, so that's a different story. But, like, someone will play Uro and, like, an interaction with Uro will happen, and I'm like, oh, right. I don't play Constructed. So, like, I've played against Uro, like, 3 times in Limited, right, when it was out. But, like, otherwise, some people are like, oh, I remember Uro. That was the bane of my existence in that format Standard, right? Because they played against it every single day, multiple times a day. So when that card ends up in Cube, to that person, it makes perfect sense, and they know what cards to synergize with it, and I just don't. So, like, I'm not as good when it comes to Cube because I feel, right? People can disagree, and that's totally fine. But I feel like it means that, like, I know those cards less than other folks do because of the fact that I didn't play with them as much as other folks did, or against them, or whatever, as much as other folks did. By the way, I'm looking at this deck, and we have a lot of removal, and also Sacrifice Matters, and the 2 of these is nice for that. Sure. Corrupt Court Officials are good. I don't think I want this one. I do not. But I do want Epic Downfall. That's a great card. Fatal Fissure. June I'll take. Sorry, Amy, go on. Ooh, great card for the Sacrifice deck. Beautiful.
Doja Part says, just seeing the rares, this looks like a strong mono black pool. 2 Drill and Obsessive Pursuit, and 2 Jasmine Tea Shop as just late game win conditions is great.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I mean,
I think we might be able to do it too. I just have to double check. 2 damage to a player, they discard 2 cards. Sure.
I have to say those are all cards that we haven't seen much.
Sure.
I mean, we haven't played Azula's Color, I guess, much.
Sure.
But, like, those are cards that are newer to us in all of this, so I feel like, it'll be interesting to play them.
Yeah. Exile a creature. If it was dealt damage this turn, make a clue. 2 drills, 2 canyon crawlers, and like you said, that's the deck. We can put in... Ooh, we could put in Misty Palm's Oases, because we have 2 of them. We definitely want the Pretending Poxbearers, very good sack target. And I guess we just take this as a splash whenever you sack another permanent. Yeah, you're damn right. Do we want Messenger Hawk? Yes, we do. It makes a clue. I mean, Hama the Bloodbender is mono black, right? Triple black to play her. So I'll take that. Do I want Long Fang? Whenever another creature you control or land you control is put into a graveyard, yes, it's the sacrifice deck. When it dies, Earth Bend 2, excuse me, I'll take both of those. Warden, I don't think I need that as much. 2 Jasmine Dragon Tea Shops. I don't think I need a Meteor Sword, and that's it. So, okay. I mean, that all seems pretty damn good to me. Obviously we need cuts, because we have 52 cards in our deck now. What? Get out of here. Stop. Thank you. Okay. What do we cut from this deck? That's the question.
Raymond says, I would say you certainly have the wild cards to stay afloat. I can agree with meta decks, but there is non-ranked to play as well, and then there are the fun pet decks. Magic should be fun. If you are not having fun,
Wow.
Oh, while playing, I can understand.
Yeah, and that's totally fine. It doesn't feel like you're saying like play constructed. Why aren't you playing constructed? Like you're asking the question. It's like I said, perfectly fair question. I appreciate that you asked it so that I could answer it and think about it. Yeah, I mean, it's also like I just don't have the time to invest. Like I definitely enjoy limited a lot, and playing constructed. Like you want to know what the honest other part of it is. Like folks will come onto stream often, and I appreciate this by the way when folks do it, and they'll say like, again, I've been playing against nothing but mono red or nothing but mono black. Like that's what is in standard right now. I don't know that. I don't have the ability to keep up with that type of like news and information and etc. Enough to know that, enough to say, oh, okay, so I need to either be making that kind of a deck or playing against that kind of deck. But also, like you said, we could do fun pet decks. I did that once years ago. I like really liked I like mill strategies, so like I'm kind of rude when it comes to that, I guess, and some people aren't fans, and I don't blame them. But like I know that some people were like I played in like a standard event or something with that kind of a deck and would get beaten almost every time, and there was like in the entire tournament, one Friday night Magic or whatever, I won like one game, so it wasn't really that fascinating, but
Dojapar says, Hama has consistently underperformed for me in all my drafts.
Okay. I don't have any issues getting rid of that. Like this has swamp cycling, so like our curve is very low, right? 4 is the top of our curve basically. And then if we get lucky enough to get to 6, great. But if we don't, like swamp cycling this for 2 is not a big deal at all. And we have 2 of them. So like even swamp cycling 1 early and then hopefully getting 1 late is pretty nice. But it means that like my curve, getting rid of the 5, I can argue that my curve tops out at 4 without like losing too much value on our 6s here.
Frog Pizza says Brawl is amazing for getting into constructed.
Yeah, again, because it's you have you can have fun with it, right? So whenever I have a daily that says like I need to play red spells, white spells, or red and white spells, I just play my Winota Brawl deck and like have a ton of fun with it. Amy was watching me do that randomly the other day.
Yeah.
Like it was like Sunday morning, and I was like, oh, I got to complete my dailies, or Saturday morning, I think, and it was, how many times can I whiff with Winota?
Yeah.
Attacking with oh, man. And the one time I didn't whiff with Winota was when I had Lethal on board without Winota triggering. And so, of course, she triggered with an incredible card off the top, and I won more, because that's definitely how Winota's supposed to work. Super annoying. But
Yep.
in good fun. Like, I loved every second of it. It was super funny, but yeah.
Amazing. Raymond says turn 1, Thoughtseize made them discard a Nazgul, paid 2 life to surgical extraction they scooped. Wow.
And then
Love it.
nice. That's really cool.
What's surgical extraction? Like, is that just like somebody in a dentist chair just like
I think the art on the card is a spine being removed from someone.
Oh.
Like they're like they're like hunched over
Nope.
in like the
Sorry,
recovery
Never
position
mind.
for like the recovery position in yoga, right? Do you know the recovery
No.
position? Oh. You're like kneeling down, but your hands are on the mat in front of you, and so your like chest is like near the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It's a way to like allow you to better like breathe better.
Mm-hmm.
But imagine that, but without the arms out front. Like the arms are like tucked in as well. So the person is like in that type of position, and their spine is like raising out of their body.
Ah.
I could be wrong on that art. Maybe somebody else will tell me that that's a different art for a different card, but I know it's a card art. I just think it's surgical extraction.
That doesn't sound like surgery, though. That sounds like magic. Right?
Yeah.
If their skeleton's being just like lifted out. Marcus says after the Screaming Nemesis banning, mono red kind of fell off. Badger Mole Cub has pushed green decks to the top of the standard meta. It's nice to see, but overpowered.
Sure. And it's funny, if folks watched my big opening that I did you want to say something? Oh, okay. if folks watched the big opening that I did for Champion Card Collector in Poughkeepsie, New York, shout outs to them again. When I opened all the product, the 12 boxes of product from this set, the first like big hit that I opened was an alt art foil Badger Mole Cub, and I was just like, oh, I feel like this is an important card. I feel like people are gonna want this one. So like that was really fun to be able to have gotten that one.
Dojapar says you can swamp cycle that guy and reanimate it with Zuko's Conviction too.
Good point. Yeah, for 5 mana, I guess, but still, that's really cool. Or just get it back for 1 mana at instant speed at the end of their turn. That's wonderful. Really nice.
Mr. Know-It-All says, I still don't like Brawl/Commander. Timeless for me.
And that's cool too. I mean, like some people like playing Legacy, right? In Magic. And that was I was having this conversation with Greg from Champion during the at the end of the Avatar pre-release, right? For pre-release events especially, right? We were talking about people that play lands first as the spot closest to your opponent. I know it's not allowed anymore, but some people still do, and for people that don't know any better or don't care, folks still do it, and like Legacy players will still do it. And I was saying to Greg, I was like, yeah, but it's Legacy, right? Like if you're playing Legacy, you probably know what cards your opponent has in their deck when you see like the one linchpin piece of their deck. You're like, oh, okay, I see an Urzatron land. I know what your entire deck is now, right? Like I can imagine basically your entire deck list minus like maybe 4 cards of like, oh, you're playing that one off? That's an interesting ad, something like that. Mm-hmm. But like otherwise, if they're like, oh, I ponder. Wow, okay, sure, congratulations. I bet you're going to brainstorm and Force of Will as well, right? Like those cards are just cards that anybody that is playing, or many people that are like actively investing in Legacy are going to know all those cards. So it doesn't matter if that person plays lands first. They could have the full art no text Cryptic Command or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter what, like they're just going to say, this is the card I'm playing, put it in their graveyard, and you're not even going to take a second look at it because you know what all the cards do. For limited, and especially for pre-release, when the set is brand new, I was like, because he was commenting that like the player that did that I was referring to is a Legacy guy, and like that's how he plays. And I'm like, yeah, but in Legacy that makes sense.
Right. In
pre-release with a brand new set with new players, it's like kind of scummy, right? Like, and that's my personal opinion, and people can feel differently about it, of course. But like I looked at it and I was like, how is that what you're doing during pre-release? And sure enough, his opponent, who was like a pretty nice guy, I mean, I've seen him around. I think he's a nice guy. His opponent got kind of heated, kind of in between the two games of like, look, this is like about a different interaction, right? And to me, it had something to do with, I said to Greg later, I was like, it seemed like it was just the attitude of your opponent. Like it's a brand new set. You probably would like to know what the cards do. And they're like the entire table's length away from you. You got to like ask every time, sorry, can I read your card again? Sorry, can I read your card again? Like eventually you're just going to give up and stop asking.
That's
like,
obnoxious.
Yeah.
Like when I play Two-Headed Giant with you, I show my card every time to both of the players. Like I put it in between them. I do this, and I wait for them to be done reading it.
Yep.
And then I put it where it goes.
Yep.
Like it's not that hard to like be, considerate of the other players at the table.
I agree.
It is hard to break a habit of how you play.
Yeah.
So like if that's how you play, then that's how you play. But like show your cards to the other people at the table.
Yeah.
Where did I leave off?
I think.
Okay. Dojo Par says Surgical Extraction exiles a card from a graveyard and then lets you search your opponent's hand and deck for any cards with the same name and exile all of them.
Right. So in other words, because in the story that was mentioned, because Nazgul is the linchpin of that deck and you're allowed to have any number or up to 7, it's something like that. Like you're allowed to have a bunch of Nazgul in your deck. And each Nazgul that you have buffs up your other Nazguls and itself.
Wow.
So if you Surgical Extraction and get rid of every Nazgul in their deck, their strategy falls apart. Right. And so they were able to concede, or they needed to concede.
Right.
Or felt like they needed to concede.
Let's see. Raymond says you are correct on the art. LOL.
Yeah, see? That was the
There
surgical
you
extraction
go.
art. Yeah.
Yee. And since you can have 9 Nazgul in your deck, they scooped.
9, there you go, that's why.
I am sure their deck was built around them.
For sure, for sure.
Dojapar says, I think Ponder is actually the card that would give you the least information in all of Legacy. LOL.
Fair.
My opponent could play Volk Island and Ponder and be on 4 to 5 different decks.
That's totally fair. I was saying that as an example of like, you know, those are cards that are going to be 4-ofs in almost any deck. So you're totally right. I was saying like, that's why I mentioned like Urzatron lands or whatever, like, you know, that type of thing, or I don't know, like Deathrite Shaman or something. I don't play Legacy either, but you know, just like thinking of like cards in general, like you would have when you see a linchpin of the deck, either like if they discard, I don't know, like Emrakul or something, like you have an idea of like what type of strategy they're going for. So yeah, that idea. But yes, my point was more like if a Ponder comes out, you don't have to ask what it does. Is it right? Ponder, Brainstorm, Force of Will, like you know what those cards do if you're playing Legacy, because unless it's your first day, you've played against those cards before. So like that kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know what any of those cards do, but it doesn't matter.
No, it
because
does
all I ever play is Two-Headed Giant with his help at pre-releases where those cards aren't there. Raymond says it's like people that play their mana rocks with their lands. Such loathing.
Sure. Yeah, so do you remember, and maybe some folks are watching don't, but I'll reference it to you, Amy. Do you remember why you're not allowed to play your lands in front, or why there was the controversy about, like, putting stuff in your land section?
I mean, I assume it's a cheating thing.
So, yes and no. It wasn't technically cheating at the time. This is the thing. There was a tournament, and there is a card, and I actually own this card. I owned it prior to this thing happening, and I think it's really funny. But yeah, Doja Park gets it. There was the Dryad Arbor at the Pro Tour. So there's a 1/1 forest creature called Dryad Arbor.
Okay.
It's a 1/1 creature.
Is it a dryad or an arbor?
Yes. Yes. So he says, from the Vault art, Dryad Arbor. So I own From the Vault lands, or realms, right? From the Vault realms is what it's called. And the art in it makes the creature look like a forest. And so you can play it as your land for the turn.
Okay, so like arbor, like tree.
Yes.
Not arbor, like one of those structures
no.
that like holds vines or whatever. Oh, okay.
Yes,
I'm
it's a
thinking
forest
that,
creature.
but like a dryad is like a person.
Right.
I'm like, those two are not the same thing, but okay.
Right. So it's a 1/1 forest creature, right?
Uh-huh.
That is a land, but is also a 1/1 creature. So you can play it as your land for the turn, and they did, but they put it among their lands. And so then their opponent attacked them for what I presume is lethal. And like you've seen before, where you're like, okay, I swing out and kill you, but if you have a way to stop me, I'm dead, right? Like on the crackback, I'm just dead.
Yeah.
So their opponent swung out to try to kill them. They pulled the Dryad Arbor out of their land stack and was like, block. And the person was like, you had that down with your lands. And he's like, yeah, I played it as my land, but it's a forest creature. It's always been here.
Nah,
so they called the judge, but at that time, it wasn't against the rules to do it that way. There was no rule against, because it was a forest and a creature. And that particular art made it look exactly like a forest. Like I said, I own that card. It looks exactly like a forest, but in the bottom corner, it has 1/1 in it. Mm-hmm. In the bottom right-hand corner. Because it's also a creature.
Right.
So
yeah, that's skeevy.
Yes, correct. And they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
But it's not against the rules. So they weren't breaking the rules at the time, but it made it so that they needed to change the rules because that one art was created for that one card,
which is
right?
So stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why didn't they just ban that one card?
Well, because you don't need to ban Dryad Arbor. That card is perfectly fair. It's that one art of that one card. And I don't think you can... I don't know. I don't think you can ban one art of one card.
No, but just ban the card. Like, who cares if it's not the card that's the problem, it's the art that's the problem. If the
So,
art only exists on the one card.
so don't forget, bans are not done willy-nilly. If you ban a card and people play that card in a particular deck in paper, and the banning of that card makes that deck no longer viable, all the money that you spent on those individual cards in that deck have now been wasted.
Right.
The investment has been wasted. And so for Wizards to have made their own error in printing
Right.
an art that they should not have printed, and then banning a card that then causes their players to lose that much of a monetary investment.
I mean, that's what any ban is. It's them not having play tested it to the degree that they apparently should have, where it needs to get banned down the line.
I would argue that's not every situation. Maybe people can correct me because again, we've talked about the fact that I'm not a constructed player, but I would argue that's not every situation. There are times where, especially in legacy formats, what you're trying to do sometimes is push a card a little bit more than you normally would to sell a product, right? Because if you make a product that is like a master's product, right, which is specifically going into modern and legacy only, right? It's not a standard based set. If you print that set and you don't print cards that are good enough to replace cards in existing decks, that set will not sell. There is no reason for people who play Modern and Legacy to want to purchase that set, except possibly to get reprints of cards they already have, but in different arts and or foils or whatever, like card treatments and stuff. But if you're printing new versions of cards, like in Modern Horizons or whatever, you need to push them a little bit. And sometimes they push it a little too far. And or it interacts with something that maybe they didn't think of or whatever the case may be. And so it made it so that...
Do you need to push it a little bit?
Again, for them, yes, because they want to sell their product. So making, what's the word? Functional reprints, right? Which is just the same card but with a different name, right? That does basically the same effect. Like Broken Wings and every other version of Broken Wings that's ever existed. It's the same idea. They're doing that because it's more flavorful for those sets, not because they're like, oh, well, all the players that play Broken Wings are going to want this new variant instead. It's just that they want that card type in sets for limited purposes, and so they'll make that effect on a new card with a new name, but that basically does the same thing, and they just don't want to print Broken Wings again. But if they're making cards in Modern Horizons, they're not just going to make a functional reprint of Snapcaster Mage and just call it a different name so that you then have to buy a new Snapcaster Mage, 4 of a new Snapcaster Mage, and then play 8 Snapcaster Mages in your decks, right? So what they do is they try to make something that, if we're talking Snapcaster Mage, is a little bit better than that card. So instead of now having 8 of that effect in your deck, you now only have 4, but you replace your Snapcaster Mages with this new card instead that's just better than it.
Okay, but that makes a game unsustainable on the long term.
That is an interesting argument, and
Power
one that
creep, like,
and
people
one that
talk about that.
Absolutely, I was just going to say, and one that people talk about often in terms of power creep. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Like, that's just stupid.
Mm-hmm.
That's handing your game a death sentence. You don't know when it's going to happen, but it will die.
Mm-hmm.
You're I don't know. I guess they're picking what they believe is the lesser of two evils in that scenario. Like, oh, it would die faster maybe if we didn't do this.
Right.
But I don't know. Would it really?
I don't think it's them saying it would die faster necessarily. Oh, I can get rid of this for sure. I don't need lessons, but I feel like,
because if it's just that you'll make a little less money on it than you could, then it is better to do it that way. Because the other way, you're handing your game a death sentence, and that way you're just making a little less money now. making a little less money each time, but you will still, like, your game doesn't die. I just don't really get that. Where did I leave off? Okay, Dojo Par says, yeah, limited is way different from established eternal formats.
Correct.
Frog Pizza says, definitely don't put artifacts with your lands. Boo. Dojo Par says, it was the Dryad Arbor at the Pro Tour from the Vault Art Dryad Arbor.
Correct. Ooh, do you want to use this as our deck box?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking sick.
Right? It's so good. All right, I'll find sleeves. You can keep reading. My bad.
Raymond says, yeah, the art in particular. Hogak comes to mind.
Yes, so Hogak was, I believe, from Modern Horizons 2, 3. It was one of those.
Okay.
But Hogak was basically a card that was printed that was a mistake, right? They printed it. They shouldn't have printed it. It became a must-have in that format. And if you didn't have it, you needed to, like, it like took over multiple tournaments or whatever that summer or something like that. And it then needed to be banned because, but they waited to do it, or like there was the discussion of like, are they even going to do this? Because to do so would mean that that new set isn't going to sell anymore if you do.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, there we go. It was called Hogak Summer. Thank you, Raymond. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Dojo Par says it was Dredge versus Boggles. The Boggles player had a huge Boggle with lifelink and a Dryad Arbor in their lands area. The Dredge player swung with a menace creature for lethal, thinking the opponent had one Boggle.
Right. So, in other words, they did have a second creature to block the menace creature with, and their Boggle would have instantly killed it. Maybe it also had lifelink, so they would then gain all that life as well, which makes it like they get so far away from then being able to be killed. So yeah, the player with a menace creature would not have attacked if they knew that the Dryad Arbor was there, because it just gives their opponent better positioning. Okay.
Frog Pizza says Oko making anything into an elk, I think, was overlooked in playtesting.
Yes.
As a defensive move, like elking Ulamog.
Well, am I wrong? Was it not that the +1 was supposed to be a -1? The +1 to make an elk, make something an elk, was absolutely supposed to be a -1. Plus the fact that you could make your own creatures into 3/3s just like theirs. And, I mean...
Okay, so if you had like a 1/1, you could just turn it into a 3/3.
Correct. For +1ing your Planeswalker.
Right.
Like, crazy.
Yeah, insane. Dojo Par says, but the surprise Dryad Arbor blocker just completely flipped the game, and the Boggles player ended up winning.
Mm-hmm.
This is how we get to Ragavan and Psychic Frog.
Right. So Ragavan, the 1-drop, remember the 1-drop monkey that you own, by the way, for folks that have watched our channel long enough, whatever that set was, another modern set, Modern Horizons or something like that, Amy and I each opened a bundle of that set, and Amy, it was a finance bundle battle, as we used to call it. And so whoever opened more value won that, and Amy opened Ragavan and immediately won because it was like $200 or something at the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty good.
Raymond says Grixis deck incoming.
Oh, well, we didn't have to, thankfully. All right, lose a life, make a clue. Deadly precision. Sack an artifact or creature. Kill this. Sack a clue. This needs crew 2. So we go like this. Crew 2 with June. Go to combat, swing out. Plus... whatever. It doesn't matter. None of them can be... Well, this one can be blocked, but it's got trample, so I'm not too worried about it regardless. Very good. I still have deadly precision, but I don't need it, so pass.
I don't understand why a drill would have trample. Wouldn't it be underneath whatever it was hitting?
I mean, so it's on the surface right now and still going forward, and it has trample because whatever it hits, it's still going to keep going. It's not getting stopped by somebody in front of it.
True. I just feel like why is it on top of the ground? It's a drill.
I assume it's from the show and that's how it traveled. I don't remember well enough. I don't know.
Marcus says Nadu, Vivi, Oko.
Yes, those are all notorious cards that were rough.
Omnath.
For sure. Omnath, yeah. All right, 5th land. All right, we made another clue, which we can sacrifice to kill their land, which then makes Toph an 0-3. So auto pay the 1, sack here.
Dojo Par says Nadu deserved the... Wow. Thank you, Alex Park, too.
Yeah, that was... I mean, they went all in on this goddamn forest, and it like, if you had spread it out even a little, right? Toph let them earthbend 2. They could have... So this was already a 2-2. They could have made a second 2-2. And then this lets you earthbend 1. So they could have made 2 2-2s and a 1-1. They could have made a 3-3 and a 2-2. Instead, they made a 5-5. I killed it, and then they immediately lost. Like, not a great strategy. To hope that the mono black deck doesn't have removal. Like, that's fine. Sorry to interrupt. I didn't know they were going to concede there, obviously, but go ahead. Ooh, a mythic. Sozin's Comet. God damn.
Oh.
Amazing.
Cool.
Yeah,
All right. Dojo Par says Nadu deserved the modern ban, but the legacy ban was a step too far.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Why don't you explain that for us if you haven't already?
Yeah, please.
Raymond says they banned Bridge from below, thinking it would fix it. They waited for the season to end, and they banned both Hogak and Faithless Looting.
Right, so they tried whatever they could to ban a card that would not mess with Hogak, as like, that would stop the Hogak deck from being so busted, but wouldn't ban Hogak, so they could still keep selling that product.
Right. It's
and
like
then
how they banned Felidar Guardian instead of Saheeli, even though Saheeli was the actual problem.
because Saheeli was the planeswalker from that set. You're
Yeah.
absolutely right.
Okay.
Do I just kill this thing? Yes, I do. Okay, good. Goodbye.
All right. So where did I leave off?
You read this. So this.
I didn't read all of it.
Oh,
though.
please, I'm sorry.
And Faithless Looting. Literally both of my decks died in Modern that year. Oh, yeah.
That sucks.
That really sucks.
It's a sorcery, but I don't want to play this.
Dojo Par says, I remember the Modern Horizons 2 pre-release where I opened 2 Ragavan in my kit. Greg was very amused when I showed him.
I mean, what else could you be? I mean, that's really good.
I gotta go now, though. Need to do some grad school work. Nice talking, and good luck with your sealed event.
Well, thank you, Donald. Great to see you.
Yeah.
In fact, congrats on your event win this weekend, and good luck with your grad school work.
Yeah, what are you going for?
Yeah, if you have the time to tell us, for sure. All right, I'm going to Fire Nation drill and kill your land. You kind of went all in on it, so...
Sorry.
No, please.
Marcus says the production cadence is probably making it tough for them to do much effective testing.
Correct.
I'm sure that's true.
Yeah.
But that sounds like their problem, doesn't it?
See, I was going to say that, and I was going to say, Marcus, I know you're not being a Wizards apologist here.
Right,
in fact,
no.
you've been quite the opposite.
And I might be like a little sarcastic and mean as I'm saying that back to you, but I know it's... But I hope you recognize that it's not me being mad at you when I say it like that.
That's funny.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. I was literally going to say most of that, so you're fine.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so Long Fang, whenever a creature or landing control is put in a graveyard. So I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to be epic downfalling this Badger Mole and then attacking them for 7 while they're at 10. I think that feels okay, huh? Jesus. Submit to... Oh, I can still Long Feng. Damn. Combat. Swing. Amazing. There are 3. Play Long Feng and pass.
He says, oh, it's definitely a them problem. Swallow.
My bad. Yes, it is oh, yeah, amazing.
Thank you, Jorda Snapper? Sniper?
Jorda Sniper, yeah. Yorda, maybe Sniper? Who knows? But, yeah, okay. I think this deck's all right.
Yeah, I would say so.
Holy crap. All right, 2-0. Let's keep it going. Got her hand down there.
I know, it's weird, right?
It's a lot. It's like we're so zoomed in. Here, hold on. Now you can see it a little bit better. Her hand looks crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, so does her face, to be fair.
Well, I feel like the capture isn't really capturing it.
Okay.
But because it's so, like, big on our screen,
Sure.
It's, like, a lot.
Yeah. Well, but it's small there. It might be big on the screen that they're all watching
Yeah,
on,
I guess.
too, so.
Yeah.
Goobash. Gross. I don't want to bash that goo. I'm very good, thank you. I'll pass.
Are you good?
Clearly not. All right, I don't have a turn 1 play. That's upsetting. But also, I mean, Merchant of Many Hats, Long Feng, and they mulliganed as well. Okay, all right. I feel okay, but I'm not going to be cocky about it. I like our position. No,
I'm just kidding.
I like our position. Let's put it that way.
Okay. But do you like your position when you're getting bashed by the goo?
By the goo? First of all, I specifically said I didn't want to bash the goo. I said nothing about being bashed by goo on purpose, and you still brought it there.
Okay.
No. That is also not what I meant. God damn it, Amy. All right, our first Jasmine Dragon Tea Shop, even though we're in game 3 and we have 2 of them in our deck. Interesting. Not unheard of statistically or whatever, I'm just saying. Messenger Hawk makes a clue, or Long Feng puts counters on stuff, but I think I'll Messenger Hawk first. Make a clue. Because then I can Deadly Precision, sack the clue, and kill something next turn, and have Long Feng, like play Long Feng, and then do this, and still get the sacrifice and get a +1/+1 counter on something? Oh, it's only a creature or a land. Damn. Okay, never mind. Doesn't really work that way, but that's fine. They're going to airbend. Okay, it's just the merchant. I mean, that's a smart move. Obsessive Pursuit, eh? It's a pretty good one.
So yeah, I mean, Marcus, all I was trying to say was like, if they effectively did good production cadence, then they would have enough time to do the playtesting, and then they wouldn't have to ruin the game for everybody every time.
I think my point is, I think Marcus was saying that's also what he is saying.
Yeah.
Whenever this or another ally. Okay. All right. So I want to... What's the best thing to do here? I mean, I guess I just play this, sack my own Messenger Hawk, and draw a card. I could... Oh, yeah, okay. And I can Deadly Precision.
That thing is so gross.
But I can't attack this turn, though, if I do that.
They took a perfectly beautiful bee and they destroyed it.
Jesus.
Putting a stupid bird head on it.
Do I want to do this? I think I do. I'll play Long Feng. Then I will Deadly Precision. Sack an artifact or creature. Target here. Sacking here. I think that makes sense. Putting the counter on itself. Killing there. And pass. Okay. This is the slowest this deck has been, but it is not ineffective. It's still working pretty nicely. And now next turn, when Long Feng attacks, if we can, if Long Feng lives and we can attack, we can play the Buzzard Wasp Colony first, sack a clue, okay, and have him attack as a 4-powered creature. Let's see if this works out for me. I think it might, because this won't kill Suki. And this can't be played at instant speed, so let's go ahead and play the Buzzard Wasp Colony. Sack this. Draw a card. Nice. It's the land. Play the land. Go to combat. Attack. Put the counter on him.
I smell metal. I guess it's my necklace.
Oh, yeah, probably. I was like, I don't smell it, but...
It's just bothering me.
Okay, they're at 11. We have a 2/2 flyer against their 1/4. But I can just play out June? Yeah, let's play June instead of Merchant of Many Hats.
Fine. I was going to play July, but whatever.
Well, I don't have that card available to me right now. I'm so sorry.
Well, based on the weather outside, I'd love to play July.
Yeah, we're getting snow, y'all. We're getting a fair bit of snow tonight.
So much snow. In fact, I forgot to text my boss and state that I am not coming to the office tomorrow. If it needs to be said, but even if it doesn't need to be said, I still should mention it.
Sure. All right, so here's what we... Sorry about the vibrating. What an interesting phrase I just said. Anyway, let's... let's sack a clue and draw a card. It's Deadly Precision. Interesting. I could just do this, sack a clue, kill Suki. That feels pretty good. Sack an artifact or creature, kill Suki with this, and then they just are left with a 1/1. Obviously, it's a blocker, right? But June can't be blocked, and we have Lung Feng as a 4/5. We're just going to give the counters to June because she can't be blocked. Yeah, they conceded. You are damn right.
Thank you, Goobash. Bash. Whatever.
They would automatically take 6 and go to 5. They could block the 4/5, but they know what 2 cards they have in their hand. They don't know that I have another piece of removal, but they do know I have Merchant of Many Hats waiting, and that every turn I make a clue, and the clues fuel all of this.
Yeah.
So, that's crazy. That's really, really cool. Oh. Okay, 3-0. Let's keep it going.
Yes, let's do that.
This deck seems pretty good. You know, it's interesting. Someone asked me, who was it? So that I attribute it properly. Mr. Know-It-All wanted to know how Avatar The Last Airbender has been for us. If it wasn't clear before, I'm very curious what other people think. How has Avatar The Last Airbender been for all of you? What has your play experience looked like? All right, so if on turn 2, or by the end of their turn, after our turn 2, we have not drawn a third land, then we're going to Swamp Cycle the Canyon Crawler. But for now... Actually, maybe I lied. I guess I Obsessive Pursuit instead. Silly me. Okay. Cool. That's an interesting start. I would love a land off the top for Messenger Hawk. I really, really would. But even if we don't get it, I think we're okay. We got it anyway. Thank you, Arena. Appreciate that. Combat. Swing.
I'd also love to know how people's Thanksgiving went. If you celebrate... And if you weren't here on Friday, or if you were here on Friday and you just didn't get a chance to let us know, it'd be an interesting thing to find out.
Mm-hmm. Look at their companion.
Yeah.
He's so nervous. They've passed through their whole turn again. Okay. It feels like they want me to go, like, overextend, maybe? I only have 3 land. So what if I sack a clue, draw a card... The Messenger Hawk gets bigger. Okay. Combat. Swing for 4, but put a counter on the Inspector. So swing for 5. I assume they have something here, but I'm spreading out my threats. It's a 2/3 flash that airbends Messenger Hawk, but you still can't block this then. And then I can... I'll end my turn. Aang has flying, so this costs 2 against Aang, which I will definitely use. That is fine. I take 2.
Marcus says, meh, the ally brawl can't exist well because the geniuses at WotC haven't been adding allies from older sets.
Sure. Alright, so let's go like this. I think I'm going to do this and get rid of Aang for 2 mana. Wonderful. Then I'm going to do this. Deadly Precision, sack an artifact to kill this. Submit. Go to combat and attack with a 3/3 menace.
Well, Marcus, is that just because they need to have a programmer to do that? And WotC is like really fucking cheap. So it's not so much even that they don't know that they need it. It's more that, you know, they want to save money by not paying someone who would need to do that.
I needed that land so badly. Thank you, Arena, and this is so perfect. I love this. Okay. Next turn I can play both of these. They have a 2/4 vigilance. You got it. And a 1/2 that could be a 2/3, or do you have a 3/5? A 2/3. Okay, great. More clues. Another land, huh? Messenger Hawk. You do have to double block here, but I would only be able to kill one of them. But it would be Sokka, wouldn't it? So, I guess I'm going to pass. Because the thing is, neither of them kills Fire Nation Drill, so Fire Nation Drill is a really good blocker here. So it means we get another turn to possibly draw our 6th land to make this Canyon Crawler be a thing.
Marcus says allies haven't been among the cards from Zendikar chosen to be added. I don't know what their problem is.
Fair. Do they waterbend 2? You can pay like 2 more mana. You tap one of your creatures in a land, or you just sack or discard Avatar Enthusiasts. Okay. I guess they feel like they don't have enough allies left, maybe. I mean, they did just refill their hand a fair bit, so that's not nothing. But now they swing out with both, which is a very interesting choice. You get to draw a card, but like, I'm definitely going to try this. If they've got Pump, they've got Pump. But like, it kills our Fire Nation Drill, but it already killed a creature, so it could hopefully kill a second one. We'll see. It works. All that to deal me 2 damage. I'm okay with that. This is also fine. Is there a lesson in the grave? There is. They have a 2/3 flyer. I take my turn. I drew Foggy Swamp Hunters. Okay, so I think maybe they're just trying to get damage on me quickly in the hopes that I can kill myself with my Obsessive Pursuit. Which, I mean, that would track, yeah. That an Obsessive Pursuit could kill you eventually. I think what I want to do, though, is make you like forced to deal with this. You don't know what's in my hand, so combat, attack for 6 trample, and see what you do about it. You just take it and go to 7. That's great. And then I'll play Foggy Swamp Hunters. So basically, this card says if I've drawn 2 or more cards this turn, this creature has lifelink and menace. I can easily draw another card for 2 mana. So, they have a removal spell. That's fine. Actually, can't attack or block, can still crew the Fire Nation Drill. So, you lose? Do I lose? I don't lose here. Okay. But, like, both of my creatures have evasion and are 1 point more than this Fire Nation Drill, and that's all I need. So, do I win here? I'm at 4. Play my 6th land. I use this to crew here. If they have removal for the Fire Nation Drill, I just play Canyon Crawler. But I swing out. Counters on this guy. But there were none, so it doesn't matter. But you do have removal. Okay. Second from the top or on the bottom. I mean, it's definitely second from the top, yeah. Because I can then replay it. Like, that's great. Go to damage for 2. That's fine. Play this. make a food. Am I dead? On board, I'm not. But, depending on what's in their hand, like if they have like Airbend on my Canyon Crawler, I can die. If they have one more power for their flyer, I die.
I feel like Fibblethip's feet are a little unsettling.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, because it looks like there should be more toes. And there
there's so
aren't.
much
It looks like it was
space.
cut off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have the 6/6 blocker for the 2/3. The 2/3 puts me to 2 on board. And then I go to 1 off of Obsessive Pursuit. So they're 1 off.
Marcus says, I'd have started to add them with Zendikar Rising, but
Yeah.
I'd add a ton of Lorwyn stuff before that set, just as I'd add a ton Alara stuff before our return in 2027.
Smart.
WotC is not taking easy shots to make their game better.
Yeah, fair.
I see. Okay, so you mean they didn't create cards in Zendikar for that? I thought you meant...
No, he's saying that, like, older cards that existed in the original Zendikar set that were originally printed were ally cards. Because that was before Arena existed,
Yeah.
they're not putting those cards on Arena.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just that they're too freaking cheap to get a programmer to come in and actually do that.
Yeah. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to play Fire Nation Drill. We win now, by the way. Well, depending on what's in their hand. Right now, on board, we win. I'm going to tap it, destroy Momo, swing with everybody, and then put the counters because of my sacked clue from Obsessive Pursuit on Callous Inspector instead. They put this card back on top of my deck, letting me use its Enter the Battlefield ability a second time. And so hopefully it allows me to win the game. We shall see. Take the action, tap it, kill Momo. Oh, but they have mana. They make a food. Right? But then I just hold back on attacking, right? That's not a big deal. Because I have a flyer. Appa. Oh, okay. I mean, if you flash in a mythic, I guess I lose. Wow. Oh, but it's when he leaves. But you're out of mana. But I didn't get the flyer off the field anymore. So they put a counter on Appa. But 6/6, 1/1 could become a 2/2. So, but Appa's flying. They have to block, but they just block with the deserters. They have 2 flying attackers and I die. Plus I didn't eat the food. So I'm dead regardless. So I might as well swing out. No, just swing here. Put a counter on it. It's a 7/7. They block with the 2/3 and they win. Good game.
Wow.
Good game.
Thank you, Spoon Eye Collector.
Yeah, that was a good game. They did it. That was close in a couple of times there. Like I said, you flashed into Mythic and I lost. But at the same time, there were a lot of... Because I'm not as salty about it. Because there were a lot of cards that could have lost me that game from them. Because it was... I mean, it literally... I knew I was at 1, right? Essentially. So, any card that... Like I said, any Airbend, any removal, any +1/+0... we were dead. So, like, the fact that it was a mythic that killed us isn't like, that's unfair, they had a mythic.
I was just going to say, it makes you feel a little bit better about it.
Yeah, there's like a half a dozen cards in the set that could have done it, so I'm not as upset about it at all. Yeah.
Right.
Then at that point, it's good for you, right? If it was like, this game was in the bag, and there's nothing that could beat me except that one mythic, and they happen to have it, then I could be upset.
Yeah.
This hand, I think, is fine. Like, this is 2, this is 2, this is 1, and we have it. So, we'll just need 1 more land for this and 2 more lands for this. And we drew the 1 more land. Thank you, Arena. Perfect. Callous Inspector. Okay, next turn, probably
So you're
June.
looking at your feet with a magnifying glass.
To check your calluses, yeah.
Trying to file it off.
Whoa, my, eh? As we draw Deadly Precision. Damn. Whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, they lose 2 life. Okay, well, I mean, I'm going to lose 2 life later, but first I'm going to attack for 1 because I'm not blocking my. And then I guess I play Merchant of Many Hats because I actually don't care if he blocks because I can get him back later. So he blocks, then I can... maybe he doesn't block. No blocks.
Is he called that because he sells hats, or is he called that because he sells lots of different things?
That's a good question. Wow. Rare on turn 1, rare on turn 2, huh? All right. Okay, sure, yeah. I mean, that all makes sense. Wow. Okay. I sure do have removal. I'm going to do my best here, deck. Okay, that's actually great. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's... guess I'm going to do this on my... maybe that makes sense. What does this do? It exiles something. That's irrelevant. Let's... they have 4 cards left in their hand. Oh, right. But if I do this, I can also play June. I want to use my mana as effectively as possible. So, combat first, attack for 3. Good. They're at 14. Play June. Play Deadly Precision. Sack an artifact or creature. Kill my. Sack the Merchant of Many Hats. And then for 3 mana, I can get him back later. I lose 2 life. I understand, but your creature is now gone. You have a 2/2 land that I don't really care about. If you Earthbend it more, different story, but that's also fine. I have enough removal that I'm not too worried about it. And I have the last land that I need for sold out, so. Did you read this? I just forgot. Yes. Okay. 2 damages, whatever. No blocks. You got it. Azula on the Hunt. That's a good card. And a very good Swamp Snare trap target. Goodbye. -5, -3. Makes it a -1/-0, and so it dies. Combat, swing for 3. I'm winning this race, so pass. What does this do when it gets full up? Whenever a land you control enters, put a quest counter on it. When you do, if it has 4 or more counters on it, put a counter on target creature you control against trample until end of turn. Untap this artifact during each other player's untap step and a tap stab mana. It's a mana rock. You got it.
It doesn't look like a rock. It looks like a bag of water.
It does look like a bag of water. You're totally right on that. Now this just puts this back in my hand. Yeah. Well, this is an instant. I don't need to exile their land right now. I could play this, and I would not have enough for sold out anymore. And that would be awkward.
Well, I mean, you could say limited quantity and people would still want it.
Amazing. I think I'm gonna sack the clue. No. I'll hold off. Like, I'll make the clue, but I think I'll hold off on choosing whether to sack the clue or put the merchant back in my hand. It doesn't matter. I'm not getting any counters here. Okay. Somebody laughed at that. They liked your joke.
Thank you for laughing, whoever that was. I appreciate it.
I saw it out of the corner of my eye.
I did too, but I couldn't tell what it was because I saw it like too late. I just saw like something.
Lightning Strike does 3 damage to any target and says sack another creature. So, goodbye. Lightning Strike. June dies. I guess I'll end my turn. I think sold out. I think there's going to be like a big play soon, I feel like, from them. And I want to be able to hold sold out for that as opposed to their land that I don't as much care about. Pass to blockers, that's fine. Pass to damage, that's also fine. And if and when... That's a good one. That's a good target. Yeah, okay. Good. Good to know. So now... Do I draw the card? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I draw a land next turn, I can play the merchant as well as sold out. So I do this and hope to draw the land. They tap an ally and exile a card from a graveyard. You're going to do it? It's at the end of your turn. You did it. Okay. He's gone. Good play. I get a clue. I drew Canyon Crawler, which is not exactly what I needed. Now, if I want to be bold, I could pay the 2, draw a card, and hope to draw a land. If I don't draw a land, I can do nothing except attack with a 2/2 this turn. If I do draw the land, I can also have up sold out.
Marcus says, I bit the bullet and bought the shiny
Keldeo, I believe.
Research in Geo.
Pokemon Go.
Oh. It's the last expensive way to get one.
That's cool.
Oh, the least expensive way to get one. Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah, that's very cool. What was your argument against doing that? If that was part of the consideration at all. All right, so they have a 3/3 trample and then another 3/3. So I really needed this. I really needed that land. But I dug myself a little further down to it. So hopefully, do I take 6 here and go to 2, which means then I go to 1? Yikes. That's very bad. Canyon Crawler makes a food, but I can't eat the food. Like I'm so far off of that now. I'm at 1, but I drew the 6th land, but it is too little too late, man. That's so upsetting. That's so upsetting. We're dead to our obsessive pursuit, even if they, like, we leave back our blockers, but... that really sucks. Because, like, this, again, this makes the food, but I just don't have enough land. But, I mean, you know, a 6-drop that then wants us to also pay 2 more mana in the same turn, like, that's a little rough. So, okay. No attacks. I can at least, like, double block. Like, they don't have to attack anymore. I'm just dead to my obsessive pursuit, so... But I can double block one of their creatures and then block the other one with the 6/6. Okay, or single block to save my life total. Put a +1/+1 counter on a creature. Hell yeah, never mind. Single block. Does 1 damage to me and make a clue. Good for you, opponent.
Thank you, Mountain Bias.
That's funny. All right, what are we, 3-2?
That was a cool game.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we're 3-2. I was right. Let's keep it going.
Okay. Marcus says the other legit option is buying and completing the Pokedex in the worst Pokemon games ever made. Brilliant Diamond.
That should say Shining.
Shining Pearl. $60 and Agony. I'm sorry. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, so not only do you have to buy those games, which is
Right.
$60, but then you also have to complete the Pokedex, meaning catch them all
No.
in the terrible game.
I mean, gotta catch them all, but also, fuck no. But also, I mean, that's kind of what you do already anyway, isn't it? With your shinies, normally? Because you're trying to complete every, like, evolutionary line with shinies. Is
Right.
that a thing?
Yes, but he can do that in good games, is his point.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
So-
combining all the good games, those Pokemon exist. It's just
Right.
that Keldeo, you never met, but Keldeo is a legendary from Gen 5,
Okay.
who I did not know of a way to get to Keldeo in Gen 5, so we didn't. But Keldeo is a Pokemon in Gen 5 that Marcus has been talking about. Like, there are certain legendaries that are shiny locked. You cannot get them as a shiny except in certain specific ways and or not at all.
Like, this much later than when the game was first created, or the franchise, I guess you could say, was first created.
Yeah.
Like, they should have ways to get these things that is, not agony. So that's really stupid. I'm sorry. So you had to buy it. Was it a lot, or
You said
was
it
it
was the
like
cheapest option, so...
right? It was the least expensive way to get one, but what does that mean? Is it still expensive? Is that why you were like hesitant to do it? He says exactly. I could also just play a better version of Sinnoh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, so was it like completely unreasonable how much it was, or?
All right, so any land in the next 2 turns, and I can play Canyon Crawler on curve, which is beautiful. If I don't get that, I mean, I still have card draw, right? So it works. All right, they're going to airbend this guy. That's fine. He costs 2 then, so I can, like, Callous Inspector and play that. So this is all fine. I have no issues with any of this. We drew Pirate Peddlers, actually. That means that, ooh, I can Swamp Snare, trap this for 2. That leaves me with 3 for Pirate Peddlers as well. Okay. Oh, no, silly me. I do this. I do this. I do this. 3 cards in a turn. Gorgeous. Seems good to me. And now next turn, all I have to do is draw a land, and I just drop a 6/6 Death Touch. So I can play 3 cards in a turn, or 1 card in a turn.
I like how you're like, just drop a 6/6 Death Touch.
Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah, like you do.
Exactly. Okay, I didn't, but here's what I did do. Draw a removal spell. Let's play a Pirate Peddlers. Let's play a Deadly Precision. Let's sacrifice this clue to put a +1/+1 counter on the Pirate Peddlers, and attack with both, and put a +1/+1 counter on Callous Inspector as well. They can chump block to 3/4. They choose not to. They go to 15. Cool. Now this does exile, but there's no way I'm using it on a pretending Poxbearers. I just don't care enough. If I don't draw a card, or a land, excuse me, I have to draw a card this turn. If I don't draw a land this turn, I'm going to draw cards, is more what I was getting at. And then the cool thing is, if I draw a card this turn, I would draw a card, then draw another card, unless the card that I drew is, like, incredible and costs 3 mana or less. So I draw 2 cards, and then hopefully one of them is a land, so I could then draw a 3rd card with the 3rd clue that I make. And then I can give something +1/+1 and or +3/+3 and lifelink until end of turn. And this will also gain lifelink, so I'll gain like a butt ton of life. And that'll work pretty nicely.
Nice.
Yeah. Because all they have is a pretending Poxbearer, so even if they block or like double block or something, like I'll have enough where I'm not too concerned about it. Plus Pirate Peddlers gets bigger and bigger and bigger. We're great. Whenever creature you control attacks alone. Okay, so it's a 4/3. I have no blocks. I'll take 4. I already know I'm gaining 1,000,000 life this turn. So I make the 3rd clue. I did not draw a land. So, draw a card. I need 1 land over the next 2 cards, man. 1 land. That's not it. Try again. 1 more land. Or 1 more card is a land, hopefully. It's not a land. Arena, what the fuck? All right. Fine. Everything's fine. I just can't draw that 6th land. Like, they won't let me do it for Canyon Crawlers. It cannot happen. I'm going to swing here, and that's it. Then I'm going to put the counters here. They go to 8, and I gain 3 up to 11. Okay.
Okay, so Marcus says, I could hunt it in its original games, but that option is also expensive. The option I chose is $8. Okay, $8 is fine.
Yeah, not bad at all.
I still have to complete a multi-stage special research to get the shiny
Keldeo.
Keldeo. But I was playing Go anyway. Why not get a super rare shiny legendary while I'm at it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So what does doing a multi-stage special research entail?
It's like completing things in Pokemon Go, like catch X number of water-type Pokemon or something like that.
Okay,
Like,
so it's like arena dailies,
yeah, basically. Actually, that's a
but
really good way
maybe
to put it.
harder.
Yeah, yeah. I like that. All right, so double blocking could kill the 4/4 or the 3/4. So I guess I just attack with the 5/5 then, huh?
If we had Sokka, he would drink our opponent.
Nice. All right, so they're going to exile my Pirate Peddlers. It wasn't damaged this turn, so they don't make a clue. But I still have 4 mana left, so I'm going to play Pretending Poxbearers. And I'm going to play Merchant of Many Hats. And I'm going to pass. They're empty-handed now. They did have 2 removal spells in their hand waiting. I made them discard one of them. Thank you, Corrupt Court Official.
Yes.
But now they're in top deck mode, and they drew Water Tribe Rallier, which lets them refill their hand with creatures, notably not removal spells, creatures, and they can do it waterbend creatures and artifacts. So actually they would need a creature. It's a 5/4.
I just want it to be known that this is the one and only time we're thanking a corrupt court official.
Ha ha ha. Very true. All right, they're empty-handed. I'm not concerned about this at all. I lose this. We both get 1/1s. Who cares? It's sack fodder for me and not beneficial really for them. I'll make a clue. Go to 9. Draw Zuko's Conviction. Okay. I don't have any creatures that would really benefit from that right now. But I could do this. Exile their Water Tribe Rallier. And then if they choose to use it, they have to do it before I attack. So this is your chance to try to refill your hand if you want, but you lose resources for it. You lose 1 blocker. Oh, I guess it could tap itself. Okay, actually that's perfectly fine. They tap their 4 lands and the Water Tribe Rallier to do the ability. That actually makes perfect sense because the Rallier dies anyway. So that's fine. They get a Cat Gator. When it enters, deals damage equal to the number of swamps you control to any target. Thankfully, they only have 3 swamps. Because they're playing 2 colors. Imagine if I had that card. Card's nuts for me. Okay, well, I can, I guess, draw a card. Perfect. Then 3. So go like this. Yeah, go like that. And then +1/+1 here. Why not? It's now a 4/5 lifelink menace. I'll just gain a bunch of life. Why would you double block? Oh, you have to because it's menace. Sorry. I was like, it's not trample. Why would you double block? That's why. All right. They get a 1/1 left over. They're at 4. I'm at 13. They can pay 7 mana. They would need another land this turn. If that's not the other card in their hand, they cannot play this Cat Gator. They had it. Okay. Literally using everything in their disposal. They can kill Callous Inspector. I make another clue. Thank you. They attack for 1. But it's a 3/3. Well. Okay. Jasmine Dragon Tea Shop. I mean, it's a land. I'll take it.
Marcus says the first stage requires catching the number of new Pokemon added in each generation from 1 to 5.
Wow.
151 for Kanto, 100 for Johto, etc.
Wow.
For example, I could catch 151 Pidgey and complete the Kanto task. Oh, interesting. Okay. But why would you even want 1 Pidgey?
I mean, we all knew
just
you were going
kidding,
to go
Marcus.
there. We all knew you were going to go there. All right, they're at 3. I'm at 16. Now, notably, their 3/2 has lifelink. I don't as much care. I mean, basically what's going to happen is if and when they attack with that 3/2, which I don't think they will, I'm going to block with my 1/1. They gain the life, but they drew an unknown card, right? But it's a random off the top.
Oh.
Sure, no, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yep, nope, that's perfectly fair. Yep, nope, that's a perfectly fair thing to draw off the top of your library. 1 in 23 chance. Yep, nope, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, okay. All right, well, all I have to do is draw a removal spell, right? I just have to draw a removal spell. X the number of creatures you control. That's bad. Fuck. So they're also gaining 6 life this turn and going to 9. Makes perfect sense. I'll block here. They gain 6 more. And I can't do Zuko's Conviction. I mean, sure, I get a counter on Long Fang. That's cool. That's not nothing. Draw a card. Come on, 2 cards to get a removal spell with. 2 cards. 1. That's a land. On my turn. 2. It's a land. That makes sense. What else would it have been? I needed it to not be that, so of course it was going to be that. Well.
But you have a 6/6.
Yes, and mine's Death Touch as well, and it makes a food, and I do have the 2 mana to sack the food. I did literally just complain about not having enough mana to make a 6/6 and sack a food to gain life with. But instead, I'm just going to pass and end my turn. Basically, this Canyon Crawler is going to block either the Cat Gator or Ko the Face Stealer. And either way, that creature will die if Canyon Crawler lives. They have to top deck a mythic removal spell creature followed by a removal spell for that ability to not work. Or for that play to not work. Obviously, they could choose not to attack. That would be their choice. But next turn, I will attack with my Canyon Crawler because I know I have a second one. So it will not be that big of a deal to me if I do that. I don't have to sack the food right now because I'm at 15. Discard. Okay, so the second effect on that is irrelevant now. They're going to attack. They're attacking with Cat Gator. They don't know that I have a second Canyon Crawler or that I have Zuko's Conviction to get back a Canyon Crawler at instant speed either. Pass to blockers. Absolutely block. They gain 6 life and go to 15. So we are tied life total wise. And then I will go to 14 on my turn because of Obsessive Pursuit. But I have 17 cards left in my library. Okay, that is fine. Oh, are they going to exile my creature? You may exile it. Shit. Okay. I have to do it now. I have to get Canyon Crawler back before they get a chance to exile it. But it works. I just can't, at instant speed, put it onto the battlefield. But I get my creature back, and they don't get access to it. And now, once again, I have both Canyon Crawlers in my hand.
Okay.
They can exile their own Cat Gator if they want, but it's activated abilities that it gains, yes? Activated and triggered. But this is when it enters, and so that would be irrelevant. It does not gain lifelink, and they drew a land which they played because they are not Geek for All, and they did not keep the patented Geek for All hand land. That is wonderful. We drew Azula on the Hunt, which next turn, 6, 7, 8, 9, next turn we can play the second Canyon Crawler and Azula on the Hunt. I am going to play the Canyon Crawler and wait. I can sack my food if I need. I can sack a clue if I need. Or I can bring Merchant of Many Hats back into my hand if I need. But all of that can be done at instant speed, so it can be done at the end of their turn. I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to not attack. And I'm going to pass. They are at 15, and they are in top deck mode. We are at 14, and we are not at all in top deck mode. Secret Tunnel, if they could Two target creatures you control that share a creature type can be blocked this turn. And they have an ally and a very much not ally. It is a shapeshifter spirit. Their one card that they drew off the top is
Marcus says it could have been any Kanto Pokemon, but I said Pidgey just for you, Amy. I love you too, Marcus.
All right. It resolves. They have an 8/8, but my Canyon Crawler has Death Touch. So I am going to hope that this works.
He's sending laughing faces.
I see that.
Oh.
Are you kidding? That's what you drew? Okay. That's insane. But it resolves. Oh, they exiled their own creature. But why?
Is that what they meant to do?
Yes, because they can then pay 3 mana, sack it, get their creature back, exile my Canyon Crawler, and draw 2 cards. Scry 2, excuse me.
Okay, so they did it so they could scry?
They did it, I guess, to see if I would block? I don't know. I don't know what their rationale is.
No.
Let's put Merchant of Many Hats back in my hand and not draw an extra card this turn. They're going to exile Canyon Crawler now with their Ko the Face Stealer. Notably, it has already entered. So they put one on top, one on bottom. They exile Canyon Crawler, thinking that now they are home free. They would be wrong. We do have our Canyon Crawler plus any removal spell that we draw. And we know we have a number of them. Deck. That's not it. I tried, man. Okay. Well, what we want to do is... How best to do this? It has Menace. All right, will have Menace if I draw another card, right? Oh, no, that's not this card. Fuck, that's the other one that got exiled? Yeah, Foggy Swamp Hunters is exiled. Okay. That's even more frustrating. I guess what I'm going to do is play Canyon Crawlers. No, no, no.
It cycled it.
Yep. And there's... Z doesn't undo this. Oh, great. Cool.
Marcus said, well, that's not good.
That is fucking ridiculous. That's insane.
That's fucked up.
That's super insane. Okay. I mean, I'm going to have to 3-for-1 myself to get rid of this mythic off the battlefield. It's my only option. I'm at 13. So I guess I play June as well, but... Watch them draw like a rare board wipe this turn. Because, I mean, why not? Oh my god, you've got to be fucking kidding me. And Zuko's Conviction's gone too, so there's like literally no way of me getting either of them back. Because why would there be?
Well, you have a black deck.
Again, I already used Zuko's Conviction. That's how I would get it back. And it's gone. Okay. Okay. That's a reasonable draw. I mean, it's a common, right? I can't be upset about that. Like, it's a removal spell, which is insane that they would draw that after drawing their last removal spell. But, okay. When I can't find any of mine at all, a 4/4 because of Team Avatar. Merchant of Many Hats. Like, irrelevant. They know I have a land in my hand. Like, fuck, they get to exile the Merchant now. I just cannot with this stupid mythic. I god, dude. All right, well, whatever. Let's draw the... Power 4 or less. Let's draw a card.
At least you've got a lot of food.
Sure do. Messenger Hawk. Okay. I mean, it's a flyer. Sure do have to bring him to 15, though. Or down from 15. That's 5 turns. I'll play the land, because they know I have it. Well... I've drawn 2 or more cards. She can't be blocked. She gets counters. She's a 3/3. Okay. I can attack for 6 a turn. Let's go. Let's go. And if I keep up enough mana, by the way, they have to top deck removal to stop this again. Or a flyer, I suppose, would work. What I can do is, they have 2 1/1s and a 6/6. For Team Avatar to activate and pump up their 1/1, it has to attack alone. So Ko the Face Stealer cannot... come on. They drew a flyer that also removes. Because why wouldn't they? They remove their own Ko the Face Stealer to then pay 2, bring it back, and get rid of either our Messenger Hawk or June the Bounty Hunter. It's June. What am I supposed to do besides not misclick? There's no way of, after selecting Swamp Cycling on a 6-drop when I have 9 land on the field to go against that. They go to attackers. They attack with a singular 1/1. It becomes a 5/5. I make an ally and block with it. I have enough land. It's just a stupid waste of time, but if you can only attack with 1 creature a turn, I can make 1 creature a turn. Pay a life, choose a card exiled with Ko. To do what? To gain June so that you can sack something and make a clue? Okay. I'll pay a life to make a clue. I drew a land. I can keep up the patented Geek for All hand land. I can also use this to get rid of Aang. And even if they get rid of it with Ko to make a clue, it still gets rid of Aang. And that is fine either way. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Take the action. Get rid of Aang.
But he's so smiley.
He sure is. Ko activates. Oh, Ko only activates because he goes away. But that's fine. But he doesn't have any activated abilities. Oh, whenever. So it's a triggered ability for whenever they cast a lesson. It could gain lifelink until it's returned, but they didn't exile it, notably. Okay, interesting choice. I will actually play the land. I know it's a hand land, but we're then going to draw a card. Messenger Hawk has 3 power. We drew another land, of course. Combat.
Marcus says 7 clues.
We sure do have 7 clues. We now have a 4/3 flyer. We'll attack for 4 this turn. They're at 7. 5 next turn. Oh, I see what you're saying, Marcus. So actually, yeah, we're fine. Next turn, we just kill them, hopefully. Because with Obsessive Pursuit, we just sack a bunch of clues.
Oh, when I said food before, I meant clues, but you also have food.
Well, regardless, it doesn't matter. This says for the number of permanents you've sacked this turn. So either way,
right.
Food or clues. You're totally right. Sack another creature, make a clue. Great. Don't care. Pay a bunch of mana. 2 mana, sorry, to sack the token to draw a card. You got it. Play 1 land, hopefully. Because I sure have drawn plenty. There's one. Thank you. Totally fine. Now, what else you got? game is crazy, man.
His opponent's name is Sinnoh.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. We were just talking about them.
Yeah.
Water Tribe Captain. Not a bad card. They don't have 5 mana this turn, but not a bad card overall. Thankfully, for my situation, I don't give a damn, because it doesn't stop a flyer. Pass to attackers. The 1/1 attacks. It becomes a 4/4. We block with Azula and trade with it. Right? Or do we even care? Oh, I could have made the 1/1. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Pass to damage. It doesn't matter. I go to 7. I go to 6 on my turn, but they're empty-handed. Like, I don't think there's anything I'm missing here. I also have 7 clues, so I guess I should just sack a food now. I don't need all the sacrifices to get all the counters on things. We've got this now. We're at 10. Comfortable life total. Go to 9 even. Still a comfortable life total. We drew Corrupt Court Official. They have no cards in hand. I don't care. Play the land. Sack the food. That's 1. So now this thing has... Oh, I didn't draw the card right, so let me... Sack the clue. That's 2. Messenger Hawk now has, on board, 4, 5, 6, 7 power. Yep. I could draw a card if I would do that, but it's irrelevant. Combat. Attackers. Attack. Make it a 7 power. With lifelink. And we win.
Thank you, Sinnoh, Initiate. Wow, that was an anxiety-inducing game. Pretty serious misplay,
Holy
and
shit.
you still won.
Yeah, it was really a misclick. I would, and not that I'm saying you're wrong. I'm just saying,
but
like,
yeah, you're right.
It's a misclick. A misplay would be, oh, I want to do this, and then,
Right.
oh shit, I shouldn't have done that.
Right.
This was, I want to play this creature. Oh, I clicked the thing that wasn't playing the creature.
Right.
But still, your point is understood regardless. Like, oh my god. Wow, what a ridiculous game of Magic the Gathering that was.
Yep.
Holy crap. Good luck saying that later.
Yeah, I already know what I'm saying.
Oh, good. I don't know what I'm saying.
Perfect.
Never do.
Samesies.
All right, so if they play a creature here, a Merchant of Many Hats. I know that card. Ooh, but Pretending Poxbearers for me is actually better than the Merchant of Many Hats right now. It's actually really funny. Because if they attack with the Merchant, I absolutely block with the Poxbearers, and I'm left with the creature. They're not. So that would be good. Holy crap, a Trebuchet, huh? What the shit, man? Wow, that's really good. Okay, Fire Nation Drill gets rid of that on turn 4, hopefully. We'll see. Drew the land. Yeah, okay. On turn 4, Fire Nation Drill gets rid of the Trebuchet. Great. Whenever I sack another permanent. Am I supposed to Corrupt Court Official here? Does that make the most sense? I think it does. Discard a card, please. Make you make the tough choice now. They get rid of Firebending Lesson. 2 damage to a creature. Bold when I have 2 1/1s on the battlefield. I appreciate it, though. That's cool. Azula on the Hunt. I know that card. Epic Downfall, eh? Mana value 3 or greater, so that would work on Azula. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play the Fire Nation Drill here. Tap it, get rid of the Trebuchet. Take the action. Don't care as much about Azula right now. Trebuchet is a huge deal. Azula can attack, and I will just chump block, and it won't be that big of a deal, and I can Epic Downfall her later. And if I do draw a land, I'll play Pirate Peddlers and Epic Downfall, and if I don't draw a land, I will Merchant of Many Hats and Epic Downfall. That's my plan.
Okay.
Yeah. And if they get rid of Fire Nation Drill, I kind of don't care. Like I said, it already has done its job. This card is real scary, so it's gone now.
They have beautiful sleeves.
Yeah, the Elspeth Mosaic, right?
Yeah.
All right, 4-3 coming in.
Looks like there's a couple tiles missing from her boob.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? Whenever she attacks, they lose a life and make a clue. And then, of course, they can immediately sack the clue with the 2 mana that they have. I will not be blocking. But yeah, she's missing at least 1 tile there.
Yeah, it's like 2 tiles.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, makes it look more realistic, you know?
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. Well, Azula dies, hopefully. Jasmine Dragon Tea Shop. I mean, that's a land. I'll play it. Epic Downfall first. Yeah, exiles Azula. Goodbye. I mean, it says whenever you sack another permanent, so I guess I'm going to attempt to crew this for 2 and get in for 6. I assume they have removal for it, and like I said, I kind of don't care. It already did its job. It gets exiled. You got it. It didn't take damage. That was all of their mana, so I'll play Pirate Peddlers as my common, and I'll pass. Next turn, if I draw a land, I can play both. If I don't, I can just play Azula, I guess. But we've got options. This is interesting. Merchant of Many Hats just comes back to their hand and they just replay it? Okay. Interesting. We drew Deadly Precision. That's an interesting draw, isn't it? Okay. Well, is it worth using this on that? I really don't think it is, but at the same time, Merchant of Many Hats goes away and we get to attack for 4. And if we don't do this, we don't get to attack at all? I think it's worth it then. Sack an artifact or creature. Target here. I think I sack the Corrupt Court Official. Because I can get it back, we know I can. Whereas this would just go away forever. Go to combat, attack for 4. Like, if you want to spend your whole turn playing a 2-2, especially now that I have a 3-3 and a 4-3, you can absolutely do that. I just assume that now it's too far gone for you to get enough worth out of it. So, that is totally fine. They just paid the full price for it. So, again, they spent their whole turn to get rid of that. We have a land. And notably... no, I think we want the merchant. Let's go to combat, attack. I guess we play the land anyway. Play the merchant. And pass. We did not hold up the hand land, but it's only because, like, it's the 5 lands that we need plus the tea shop to make an ally next turn. So even if we draw another land, we're still okay. And of course, if we draw the Canyon Crawler, which would be ideal. Why are we facing so many mythics, man?
People like mythics, I hear.
So frustrating. I mean, I'd like a mythic too. It's just, you know, luck of the draw and all that. Buzzard Wasp Colony. Okay.
Gross.
So play this. Play Buzzard Wasp Colony. Sack an artifact or creature to draw a card. I'll sack the merchant. Put a counter on the Pirate Peddlers. Drew Swamp Snare Trap. And I guess I attack for 1 and keep up my Death Toucher to stop this stupid 7/7. Now, 6 or more unspent mana. They'll just get that on the second attack.
I love that thing. It's so cool.
It's a very good card, yeah. Beetle-headed merchants. But yeah, this is
Heracross.
Yeah, kind of. This attack here, I'm just screwed, right? It just gives the mythic flying because I didn't have removal for it the turn that it was played with haste. And so now I can't stop it.
You can't swamp snare trap it.
Not right now. Technically it has... Oh, they used the mana. Okay. I mean, I assumed it was going to get flying. Works for me, man. I'll take 3 to remove your mythic from the battlefield. If it had counters on it, put its counters on this creature. Sick.
All right.
Holy crap. Okay.
You did it.
I really did. I really did. Okay, well, we drew two. We have two swamp snare traps. They each cost 3, and they do have 2 creatures. They have the merchant, but like I don't care, right? So let's go ahead and swamp snare trap on this, paying the 3. It's an 0-1. Go to combat. Attack for 4 in the air. They're at 6. We're at 6. Swamp Snare Trap, while they're tapped out, kill June. Okay. They have the Merchant and 2 unknown cards. I'm going to hope one of them's a land, but I'm not certain of that. If we draw a land, we have the option of returning the Merchant to our hand and playing it, or making an ally. They have the Merchant, which we knew about. That's fine. They attack for 0. Draw a card, and it becomes a 1-2. You got it. No blocks. I take 1 and go to 5. But you tapped your blocker, because now you're going to play the Boiling Rock Rioter that we drew the land. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it is nice. 6, huh? Play this. Return this to our hand. Play this. I don't think we need to play the land this turn, so I will hold the hand land. I will go to combat, and I will attack for 4. They're dead next turn. Hopefully. End the turn. Boiling Rock Rider does what? Tap an untapped ally to exile a card from a graveyard. Whenever this creature attacks, you may cast an ally spell from among cards you own exiled with this creature. So of their allies, they have the Merchant. That's not an ally. And that's it. So they could get the Merchant back for 3 and then play it for 2. Or they could get it back by tapping an untapped ally. This is not an ally. Only this is. So yeah, it's not really worth it. I guess they could have done it at the end of their turn. Or my turn, I mean. But they chose not to. So that indicates to me that they'd rather use its ability to get it back from the graveyard, because it is the only ally that they could possibly choose. So that's good for me. They need a way to stop this flyer and or gain life or something. Corrupt Court Official. The Handland, baby!
Yes.
It's a patented Geek for All Handland. Incredible. Okay, good. They attack with both. Firebending 1 is fine. I'm at 5. They have 1 unknown card in hand. They can sack another creature or artifact. You sack your only blocker to make a 2-3, or to make the Beetle-Headed Merchants a 2-3. So all I have to do is chump block here and see if you have 3 damage of burn or something that I'm not aware of. Or do I just win? What does this do? They can sack it to draw a card. When they enter, search your library for a lesson or a noble, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle, but they are tapped out mana-wise, so we do win. They conceded.
Thank you, Arlecchino.
Did you have fun in the match? I mean, I guess. Sure. Thanks, Arena. All right. Well. Wow. We're
still here.
I know. I know. Ooh, we're completing our dailies, too. We get an uncommon in Cerebral Download. I mean, of course, we have this card from Edge of Eternities. We are 5-2.
I say we keep going.
Oh, no, there's no question. It's not even 10 o'clock yet. We definitely keep going. That name is offensive. But it's also a little bit funny. Hopefully, folks that with that disorder don't find it offensive. I'll put it that way. Because I can't speak to that. They mulliganed once. Our hand is a little slow. I won't lie. Our first creature is on turn 4. They said hello. Well, hello to you too. Candy and diabetes. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we pass. Question is, am I supposed to swamp cycle this? I think I should. At the end of their turn. I really do. Okay. We take 1. We take 1. Oh, look at their cool mountains.
Yeah, I don't like those. They're gross.
They're very psychedelic.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to swamp cycle, this time on purpose. Stupid card. I'll play this. I guess I play the Pirate Peddlers. It's a lot of P words. Play the Pirate Peddlers. Whoa. I've never seen this owl in this color scheme before.
I know, I was looking at it.
Holy crap, it's so cool.
Have I seen this before?
I don't think so. And I think you can change the color. Damn it, lightning strike. Okay. Actually, you know what? Better to use it on that than Azula.
Yeah.
So, and we drew another land. I'll play it and play Azula. Sounds good to me. Okay.
Show the forest.
I have a forest as well. Toph. Hard-headed teacher. A rare. They can discard a card to return an instant or a sorcery from their graveyard to their hand. Whenever you cast a spell, Earthbend 1. If that spell is a lesson, put an additional counter on the land. Damn, that sucks. Okay, well, Toph can go away, though. That'd be cool, huh? Let's play Jasmine Dragon Tea Shop. Let's Epic Downfall Toph and exile her. I don't need her to be around anymore. Then I will go to combat and attack with Azula on the hunt for 2. Go to blockers. I absolutely sack this clear. 100% with the 2 mana that we have. We drew Obsessive Pursuit, eh? That is very interesting. Because they have 2 cards in their hand. We don't know what they are. And then one that we do, of course. I'm going to play this. I don't think I Deadly Precision this thing. I don't think I give a damn. I think we end our turn. Anything big and scary that they play this turn, we can Deadly Precision, but to be fair, it's got to be 3 mana or less, because they're going to kill Azula with the Lightning Strike. That's fine. It's ironic, because Azula is the one striking with the light. Anyway, it's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm going to get more water.
Go for it, please. All right, +2/+0. They hit us for 2. I definitely don't care. We drew Corrupt Court Official, eh? Show me your secrets, opponent. Discard that card. They discard a How to Start a Riot. Okay, that would be a little scary, but thankfully I don't have to worry about it now. Let's play June and not play Deadly Precision. But I think we do play the land, because it does give us mana to sack a clue at the end of their turn if we really want to. They do attack. They have Firebending 2, and they can pump it like immensely, so I don't block it, because I don't care to block it. And then they just pump it with like all of their mana. 2 power. 3 power. I'm at 10. I'm at 9. I'm at 9. Irrelevant. On my turn, I'm at 8, but like, who cares? Draw a card. Draw Corrupt Court Official. Very nice. And the Swamp Snare Trap, eh? Okay, Corrupt Court Official first, please. Get rid of their creature here as well. They got rid of a land. Good for you, Handlander. Look at you. You're learning. Let's Deadly Precision now. Oh, no. That's unconditional removal. This is conditional. We get rid of the Fire Nation Cadets with a Swamp Snare Trap. And then we go to combat and attack for 3. Sorry, I lied. We attack for 3. They say Secret Tunnel. You sure do. Pass. Wow. I was like so not thinking. I was like had a moment of a breather, and I went to go reach for my water.
And it wasn't there.
God. Ridiculous.
Marcus says riot. Did you read that?
Oh, because I didn't read it, but because How to Start a Riot. So it says, The flavor text on it is like, riot! Or something like that, so.
Let's start a riot.
That is also a very good, I love that, very good song. All right, let's go to combat here. We sacked one thing, so something's going to get a +1/+1 counter, and June is already unblockable. So I think I'm just going to spread the love, and I'm going to give one of the corrupt court officials a +1/+1 counter. It's now a 2/2, and basically I can keep up sold out. So if and when they do draw a creature, because it looks like they're getting flooded a bit, they're at 8. If and when they play a creature, I'm going to sold out it and exile it. And I think that would be pretty nice. They do play a land, and they don't play anything else. Yeah, they're getting flooded out. I have no sympathy. I deal with that BS all the time. And nobody apologizes to me. And by that I mean, like, you probably do. I mean, like...
Chat probably does. I'm so sorry, Joe.
All right, I think I'm going to take my turn. I drew multiple lands in a row. Speaking of which, speaking of getting flooded out, I drew June Bounty Hunter. That's an interesting draw with what we have on the field right now.
Yeah.
Play a land, draw another card, please. I have sacrificed one thing. We can now make another 2/2 Corrupt Court Official. And we have Pretending Poxbearers. Very nice. Combat. Swing out. Put a counter here. We now have 3 2/2s on the field. They have nothing in response to that. That's awesome. The thing is, if I play the Poxbearers, I can't use Sold Out, so I will wait a turn. End my turn. Pass. We're at 6. They're at 2. And they play Twin Blades, and they concede.
Thank you, Candy and Diabetes Collector.
Yeah, so notably, they just were trying to draw a creature. The only creature they drew this entire game, because they got rid of this for some reason. I actually don't know why. Because this and this were the Corrupt Court Official targets. Why did they get rid of this? When did this go in their graveyard? What happened? What did I miss? Oh, Toph. You may discard a card. Got it. So Toph and this were the only creatures that they had, and they got rid of their Earth Village Ruffians with Toph. So they only had 2 creatures the whole game that were like available to them, and we had enough removal. So, okay, let's bring it down. We are 6-2.
All right.
As we have said many times before, win or lose, this is the final game that we will play with this deck and in this stream tonight.
Okay, guys, here we go.
Let's do it.
An igloo.
Yeah.
And teepees.
Where? Oh, teepees. I thought you said tikis. I'm like, I don't see tikis anywhere.
No. That'd be a little out of its element.
It's a little bit the opposite climate for that. I get it. Igloos are fascinating to me. Can I talk about this for a minute?
They're very cool, yes.
So cool to me. And I mean...
And cool. Literally cool, yes.
But also warm. Like surprisingly warm. That's the cool part.
Southern Water Tribe Ice House.
Exactly. Yeah, they're really cool. I like them. Okay. I mean, nothing till turn 3, and then we need to draw another land before we can get Foggy Swamp Hunters or Fire Nation Drill, but I'm going to keep this hand. Look at Appa just slowly swooping in like the boss that he is. Ooh, he drew the 4th land. Yeah. All right, so Epic Downfall is only a creature with mana value 3 or greater. I might do this. We only have 4. We need 6 to get the second one of these. Suki Courageous Rescuer. You get to go away with Epic Downfall. I don't care that I have Long Fang next turn. Suki goes away. That's a rare. Goodbye.
I was going to say, I haven't seen that one. So I was like, nice.
Ooh, Jasmine.
I like Suki.
Yes, you do. Yeah. I mean, it's got to be this, right? Goodbye. And pass. Next turn, Foggy Swamp Hunters or Fire Nation Drill, depending on what they play. I mean, it's an annoying card, but I have a 3/4, so I'll just play the 3/4 and not really worry about it that much. See what they've got out of their 5 cards. Oh, they really like Bloomburrow, this person.
I have to agree.
Although they have Tezzeret too. Oh, they do have removal. Path to Redemption. Good for you. Okay, well, 5th land means Long Fang and Corrupt Court Official. Let's Corrupt Court Official first, so they don't have more information before they decide what to discard. They discarded Airbending Lesson. Interestingly, that could be good for them because putting a lesson into their graveyard could be beneficial, depending on the cards that they have. They did play a land, and then they played Jet Freedom Fighter.
Oh.
Wow. Okay. Maybe that was the last card in their hand. I don't obviously know. I think I'd rather get rid of the 1/1 and take 5. Feels a little dumb, but it's fine. I'm going to play this. This is very unfortunate for me. I'm going to play this. I'm going to tap it to get rid of the Kyoshi Warriors. They're top decking. Technically, I'm not, because Jasmine Dragon Tea Shop has an effect that I could activate even if I draw a land. So, like, you know, hey, look, Suki. So glad you like her so much. God damn it. 3/1 and 2/1. I take 5 and go to 6. This is bad.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's really bad. I take my turn. Deadly Precision. Oh, God. Okay. Well, that... Oh, I played the wrong... Okay, well, this is very, very bad. I lose now. No, I go to 1. Actually, her power is equal to the number of creatures they control, but whenever she attacks, they make an ally. So yes, she needs to go away. Oh, I just pay the 4. I'm an idiot. I don't have to sack my creature. We're fine. Everything's fine. I'm just so used to sacking everything, I thought that was a requirement. I'm an idiot. All right.
It's fine. We're okay.
All right, so here's what we do. Oh. Crew, please. Thank you. Perfect. Now, do you attack? You do, huh? Pass to blockers. Kill your 2/1. Take 3, go to 3. You make a 1/1. I would love a creature off the top. That'd be really cool. That's definitely not it. And I almost played the wrong land again. I almost did it. We're dead. No, we're not. We're at 1 again. Pass. Make a 1/1. Like, if they swing out, we make the 1/1. Make a 1/1 ally for each planes you control and scry 2? That's your top deck when I've been drawing nothing but land? It's because I said that I had no sympathy for the person that was flooding out last game, right? Because God forbid that I, like, actually revel in, like, me not being the only one to get flooded out for once, right? So fucking stupid, dude. Holy shit. Holy shit. God forbid. They have 11 power on the board. Use all of my mana. And very much die. Go to -6, and they're still at 20.
Thank you, Melamir.
Insane. What a top deck from our opponent on that Gather the White Lotus. I've literally never seen this card before in my life, I feel like.
It's cool.
Okay. Hey, you know what? Let's be gracious. 6 wins.
It's pretty great.
It is pretty great. And this is sealed, so we just get our entry fee back and 3 packs.
Okay.
So, net positive, or no, net neutral, sorry, because the 3 packs do not have value to me. They just don't. They're cool to open. I'm going to do it. Actually, you know what? We're not going to do it now. I'm going to go to the Mastery first, because we have orbs to spend. In fact, we still haven't spent the Through the Omen Paths orbs.
No.
We have 8 to spend. Are you kidding? We just never did this? Oh my god. Okay, well, Amy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, it's because I don't care about card
8.
styles.
1, 2,
And if that's
3,
all they're
4,
offering, then
5. Okay, yes. I need you to pick the 5 that you care about the least. The 5 that you care about the least are the ones that I won't use orbs on. Or the 7 that you love the most, I guess. I really like this card for the villains deck, but... Do you care? You just straight up don't care? Alright, fine.
I like the one with the trees.
Which is this one?
Yeah.
Good, I was going to do that anyway. Very good. Just get these notifications out of here. Alright, cool. Claim it. Does this go in Soul Sisters? Maybe? Gallant Citizen's an interesting one. Mob Lookout, kind of only... That one seems pretty universal as like a removal spell.
Like, I wish this could be exchangeable for resources.
Fair. Definitely fair. But if it was exchangeable for resources, they would be a lot more stingy with it, is really the point, right? Like... Alright, this is our only rare left, I think? Or do we have Vazin as well? No, Chameleon is uncommon. We only have one orb left. I think I want it to be Zora. Spider Fancier. Okay, anyway, we did the mastery stuff there. Now they can stop hounding me about this. Why are you showing this to me lit up like that? Like, that makes sense. I'm going to go to the store, apparently. They have stuff to look at. New daily deals? Yes, new daily deals. Don't care. All right, cool. Back to mastery. Just spend orbs. Okay. So now, this is actually something that we care about, Amy.
Yes.
We have 8 orbs to spend here as well.
Awesome.
Which means each sleeve costs 2. We can get 4 sleeves.
Okay.
And we will get more orbs over time, so I don't think that you will miss out on any of these. I think it's going to end up being the same way that it was before, where we're going to just have leftover orbs for like all these, things that we don't care about.
Right.
So what I'll ask is, you have 4 to choose now. Which are the first 4 that you would like?
This one?
This one here?
Yeah.
United Front.
It's fucking cool, man.
It really is. We go check out our Instagram, Geek for All Instagram, link down in the description box below. We have one of our posts has this in foil and what that looks like, and God, it's insane. Insane in foil. All right, so you have...
That one.
Avatar Destiny. Okay, cool.
Super cool.
Yeah. We have... There's the only one that you can't see is Ozai the Phoenix King, but otherwise you can see them all from this screen.
Okay. Well, the Phoenix King seems cool. I like Toph. She's my favorite.
We can get Toph. Again, we're going to get them all. I just want to know which 4 you want first. So, Toph is great. And then there's one more choice for today. Sorry. I don't mean to be highlighting anything in particular.
I guess the Aang as a weird water creature.
Aang and La Ocean's Fury. Aang is in the middle there.
Oh, shit.
See him?
Yeah.
Okay. Aang and La Ocean's Fury. Okay, we have them all.
Sick.
Of those 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more, which means 12 more orbs. We will get that over the course of this, whatever it's called. Season? That's what they're called. We got a golden pack. I don't know what that means, but we bought packs enough that if you buy like 10 packs from the shop, you get golden packs. I don't often buy packs from the shop, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. But also, it's gotta laugh. Thank you. But every once in a while, to give you an indication, this is my first golden pack, and we've been playing on Arena for a while. Every once in a while, it'll come up as a daily deal, and I'll be like, whatever. I can spend like 500 gold on this. Like, who gives a damn? And buy a single pack. So I get a golden pack. I don't know what's in it, but let's find out.
A ticket to see the candy factory.
It's because you got a golden ticket.
Yeah.
I like it. 5 rares and a mythic. I don't know from what format, from what set. We'll find out. We have the Earth King.
Oh.
From this set. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
It's the bear that you love.
I do love him. He's so cute. Look at him.
He's eating a full fish with his bare hands.
Of course he is. He's a bear.
His bare hands.
Nice.
I didn't actually do that on purpose. But also, ignore me. We got Physic Ethereum Mechanic, which is the through the Omen Paths version of Iron Spider. Spider-Man with the iron armor.
Ah.
We have Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon.
Okay.
From Tarkir Dragonstorm, I believe.
Makes sense.
We have Zoraline Cosmos Caller.
Cool.
You love her. She's a bat and a cleric, Amy. What more could you want?
Exactly. And she's got lightning coming off of her because she's a fucking boss.
I don't think she has the lightning coming off of her. I think these two strikes... Oh, sorry, I'll use this strike and this strike are coming out of the sky. They're just hidden by her body, and this one's blatantly coming out of the sky because it's behind her and like goes behind...
What? She's still a boss.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay, go on. I didn't know where you were going to go with that. Yes, thank you. I agree, she's a boss.
Thank you.
All right. Fifth rare. Cavero Mind Bitten. Okay. This is also Chameleon. I talked about Chameleon a minute ago from the Spider-Man set. This is the Through the Omen Paths version of Chameleon. And notably, this dude is... Not Chameleon. Am I an idiot? Spider-Human Hero? Is this, Black Suit Spider-Man or something? I don't remember now. Interesting. Anyway, my bad. And our mythic.
Okay. Good one.
Salvation Engine from Ether Drift, and it's our first one.
Oh.
Other artifact creatures you control get +2/+2.
I don't remember this card
Me neither.
existing.
Well, it's our first one.
Yeah.
So we never saw it, I guess. Whenever this vehicle attacks, return up to one target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield. And it's a vehicle with crew 6.
Gross.
And it costs 5 mana, but it's a 6/10 if you crew it.
Okay. Still.
Yes. Still is correct.
Yeah.
Let's open 10 avatar packs, and then we will end the stream for the night. Oh,
Okay.
My phone is charged. Hell yeah. Well, we definitely got at least one mythic in this one, thank God. Okay, let's go, because we have a lot of firsts to go through, I guess. We have not opened a lot of these packs. Aang's Journey. It's a good card.
This one.
Yeah. It's also the background for draft, I think.
Oh.
For the regular draft, it's this card art as the background. Corrupt Court Official, which is our first, I guess, that we've opened in a pack, because clearly we had 1 or 2 in our deck. Rough Rhino Cavalry. 5 mana, 5/5, Firebending 2. I'm surprised we haven't seen more of these. It's a common, and it's pretty good. 5 mana, 5/5s in limited are great, and then if you get...
common? I feel like I've never seen it.
I know, right?
I just assumed it was like a rare.
And then if you have 8 mana, which, by the way, the turn after you play this, if it gets to untap, and you play a land on that turn, that's 6 land, you attack with it, it firebends 2, you now have 8 mana available, you can immediately exhaust it, and make it a 7/7 trample on turn 6.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's
a damn good
That's what I'm
card.
saying. So, like, I'm surprised I haven't seen more of it. Anyway, another Aang's Journey.
And maybe it's lying about being common.
I mean, there are, like, mythic commons, right? Or rare commons where, like, you will see them less often despite the fact that they're common. So
Yeah.
maybe that's the case. Who knows? We have our first Bender's Waterskin, which we saw our opponent play against us earlier. And actually, that's really cool because it's the Bender's Waterskin and waterbending. You can tap to help you cast your spells. You can tap your artifacts and creatures. So this could tap for mana and or to waterbend.
Why does it have like a yellow line across it?
That's the background, the wall of whatever room she's in.
It
I think.
looked like it went over her arm as well.
Oh, I mean, I think she's got like a line going this way and like a line somewhat across her waist here. So it like, I guess I can do it here. There's kind of a line here, but it goes down this way, right? So it's not that. And then this is, I think, just part of her outfit or her belt or something over here. But I agree with you. I can see what you're talking about. That
Okay.
like, looks like a big line.
Sorry, never mind.
Look,
Yeah, Heracross.
we got our own beetle-headed merchants. It does look like Heracross. Pretty great. Another Aang's Journey. That's 3. We have almost a playset of Aang's Journey. We now have a playset of Aang's Journey. Never opened it before.
Yeah, right.
Now we get 4 of them. Here is Beetle-Headed Merchants the second. We are through the commons. Into the uncommons, we have Leaves from the Vine. Ira looks very sad.
Yeah.
Ira looks very mad, but I don't think that's Ira. But Cruel Administrator. I could be wrong. I think it just says Human Soldier, so I don't think
it's
that's
just
Ira.
a guy.
We have Guru Pathic. Human Monk Ally.
Cool.
This art is awesome.
Yeah.
And it's a Simic card. Who doesn't love Simic? You have Zhao Ruthless Admiral. Notably, this is Zhao that is the Moonslayer and as a rare. So he like kills one of the two fish that represents the moon.
This is a beautiful art.
Yes. But yeah, he holds the fish dead in the bag with the big red moon behind him. He's not a good man.
No.
Or a nice man.
Yeah, I just like that art because
Please.
The values of the black behind him. If you see the values of the black in the foreground,
here,
it's true black, right? Mm-hmm. But the values of the black behind him,
like here,
are almost like deep teal.
Sure.
And it's such a beautiful contrast.
Because okay, I like that.
And it really like shows you what's in the foreground and what's in the background. It's very nice.
Okay. Amy, our resident art expert, I am not that guy, but I hear everything you're saying and I see it too. So that's really cool. Thank you for pointing that out to me. We have a sparring dummy.
This is a beautiful art too.
It's a scarecrow.
It's funny and cute.
It is cute. If you haven't seen it yet, without spoiling, all I'll say is, because Scarecrow is here, it would remind me, if you haven't seen Wicked yet, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
The Wicked for good, of course. But also the first one, I guess. But yeah, here's a sparring dummy Scarecrow. We have Sun Warriors. This card is very good. We had an opponent play 2 of these against us, and God, are they annoying to play against. Firebending X, where X is the number of creatures you control when it attacks, and it's a 4-mana 3/5, and for 5 mana you can make an ally. So if you have 3, and if you have any number of other creatures, right, and any mana that you want to put into it, you can just make more allies, which is then more creatures that you control for later turns to then have firebending. Like, it's super annoying to deal with. We have Flopsy, Boomy's buddy.
He doesn't look very flopsy.
He is an ape goat.
He's standing very upright.
But he's got cloven hooves and a tail.
Yeah.
Like a goat.
Mm-hmm. And a beard like a goat.
Yeah.
And little horns like a goat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's really cool. You put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. He's a 4/4, but he enters as a 5/5 for 6 mana. Each creature you control with power 4 or greater can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. So, I mean, incredible. Hermetic Herbalist.
She's very cute.
Right? She's a human druid ally, and she's got a little cat there with her. She taps to add mana, or 2 mana to cast lessons, because she teaches you lessons.
I would love to learn things from her. She seems adorable and
right?
Sweet.
Here is Bitter Work. I love the art on this card so much. Aang's face.
I guess he can get away with that because Toph can't see it.
Very good point, yeah. But that's really good. And it's a Gruul card, Amy.
Yeah.
Now we're on to our rares and our mythics. We have 3 mythics this time. First, Agna Kayla.
That is a gorgeous art.
Agreed. Agreed. Wow. Very, very nice. We have Iroh Grand Lotus again. We didn't play it, even though we had it. Firebending 2, but it's 6 mana with 3 different colors among it. And is a 5/5. During your turn, each non-lesson, instant, and sorcery in your graveyard has flashback. The flashback cost is equal to its mana cost. During your turn, each lesson in your graveyard has flashback 1. He teaches a lot of really good lessons.
Yes, he does. That is correct.
Katara, Water Tribe's Hope. Shoutouts to my opponent during pre-release. Sometimes when you play in paper, you get stuff wrong, whereas on Arena, it wouldn't let you, of course. I used the Waterbend ability on this card, not during my own turn. I was completely unaware. It was a brand new card, and I did not remember that that's how it worked. It stood, and the match ended. Neither of us realized, and I realized in my next match against my next opponent, and at that point it was way too late. So I do apologize to him that happened. But this card is still incredible. Absolutely an incredible card. Even when used correctly.
Yeah.
Realm of Ko. the Face Stealer. Don't worry, I don't have any hard feelings about that card. But this card is great. It makes these 1/1 spirits. This token can't block or be blocked by non-spirit creatures.
Oh. That's a beautiful art, too, on the spirit.
Yeah, agreed. We got Elemental Teachings.
Nice.
With water, fire, earth, and air, of course, depicted in the little drawings on the circle, which is awesome. We have Iroh Tea Master.
Yeah.
That tea art is very good, too. This card is not a limited card. So when Iroh enters, make a food. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may have target opponent gain control of a permanent that you control. When you do, make a 1/1 white ally creature token. Put a +1/+1 counter on that token for each permanent you own that your opponents control. So, like, you basically, turn 1, you make where you play him, I should say, you make a food, then you give them something and make a 2/2. But what are you giving them? Like, even if you give them an ally, you give them a 1/1. Okay, but now you have a 2/2. But you've given them a body. You've given them a creature. Or you can give them the food, but then you've given them 3 life.
Yeah.
Or you give them a clue, and then you let them draw a card, which is something you shouldn't be doing. So, like, this is not a limited card, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It just, like, puts you way out of tempo. Like, the turn after, you give them another one, but, like, if you give them a food or a clue, they just sack it, and you only get 1 +1/+1 counter or 0 +1/+1 counters on your 1/1. Like, super stupid.
That tea picture does have jasmine, though. Little jasmine flowers.
And Jasmine Dragon Tea Shop is the
Yeah.
other card that we had. Yeah, for sure. In fact, we have Sokka, Tenacious Tactician.
Sick.
So this is the rare Sokka. You saw the uncommon one earlier, where he's a 2/4. This is the rare version where he's 3 colors, by the way. Blue, red, white for a and 1 for a 3/3. Menace, Prowess. Other allies you control have Menace and Prowess.
Sick.
And whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you make an ally.
Wow.
A 1/1 ally.
Okay.
Sokka's pretty good.
Yeah, I guess so.
Our first mythic.
Better than I feel like he was in the show.
Very nice. Very well done. Our first mythic is a wild card.
Okay.
At least we got it out of the way early. We have The Legend of Kuruk.
Oh.
So, Chapter 1 and 2. Scry 2, draw a card. If you look, under Kuruk there is Ko the Face Stealer.
Yeah, I see.
Chapter 3, you exile it, bring it back transformed. Avatar Kuruk is a 4/3 legendary avatar. Whenever you cast a spell, you make a 1/1 colorless spirit. With this creature, can't block or be blocked by non-spirits. And if you waterbend 20, you can take an extra turn after this one.
Wow.
It is exhaust, so you can literally only do that once. You can't do
Yeah.
it like every turn. But you take an extra turn with this guy. He is only a 4/3, but he's probably not there to attack, to be honest. So,
I thought it was a lady.
Kuruk, it's tough to tell. You're totally fair. I do not know the gender of that avatar. And our last mythic is The Legend of Kyoshi.
Awesome.
6 mana, Chapter 1, draw cards equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. Chapter 2, Earthbend X, where X is the number of cards in your hand. So if you drew 3 cards, and now on your next turn you have 4 cards in your hand, you Earthbend 4. That land becomes an island as well, in addition to its other types. And then you exile this and bring it back as Avatar Kyoshi, who is a legendary creature avatar. Lands you control have trample and hexproof.
Wow.
She is a 5/4, and you can tap her to add X mana of any one color, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. So at minimum, she taps for 5 because she is a 5/4.
Wow.
Really good stuff.
Yeah.
Really, really good stuff. Well,
And beautiful art on that too.
This one, yeah, agreed.
Damn.
Agreed. Which do you prefer,
The detail is like insane.
the saga side or the creature side?
The saga side for sure.
But you also like the creature side?
Yeah.
Okay. I also like that, like, it's showing, like, this is a waterbender first avatar, right? So you can see the outfit, and it's a blue card, obviously. This is a earthbender first avatar, so you see, again, her outfit and the card color. Like, I think that's really cool. I like that a lot. So, yeah, guess what, everybody? That is going to be the end of this particular stream. Thank you all so very much for joining us. What an interesting night. One sealed event throughout the course of the whole night. It took us past 10 o'clock, and then, of course, this took us even further past 10 o'clock. But even when we were done with our last game, it was after 10 p.m. So, really interesting tonight.
Yeah.
Really cool. As Amy mentioned earlier, I hope for all that celebrated that you had a happy Thanksgiving. If folks did not get a chance to tell us tonight how their Thanksgiving went, first of all, if you're watching on the VOD, you're always more than welcome to let us know in the comments down below.
Please do.
But if you're here, now may not be the time, but you can come and join us on Friday. Or next Monday, I suppose.
Yeah.
But we will be here live again on... Well, not here. We'll be live again on Friday. I mean, we'll be here, like, in this room. But not here on this channel.
Nope, I'm leaving.
It's your choice. I can't stop you. You're your own woman. We stream on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern over on Video Games for All. Because, I mentioned this earlier, but we have a lot of links down in the description box below. In fact, we have links to our 2 other channels. I just mentioned Video Games for All.
And... gluten-free for all. I was like blanked entirely. Oh my fucking god.
Also, speaking of gluten-free for all, I mentioned our Geek for All Instagram. Our gluten-free for all Instagram is also linked down in the description box below. If you want more from us personally, right? Some cool insights into some of the fun things that we do or food that we eat and stuff like that. That's on our Instagram, so you should definitely go check them out. Give us a follow.
Please.
We'd really appreciate it. You can come join us on Discord and see what your fellow community members are also hanging out and talking about. That link is also down below. And last but not least, if you're looking for ways to support us further, if you're enjoying the things that we're doing and you want to toss a couple bucks our way to say thank you or what have you, we would appreciate if you would consider supporting us on Patreon.
Yes.
Also, if you can't do that right now or at all, we totally get it.
Yeah.
No judgments here. If you're still looking to support us, though, a great way to do that here on YouTube. Please don't forget, whether you're watching the VOD or the stream or any of our videos, likes and shares go a very long way.
Yes.
And we really do appreciate any and all support that you are willing to give. And in fact, we appreciate it so much that tonight's stream would not have been what it was and as fun as it was without each and every one of you. And so, Amy, you have some work to do.
I do. Marcus, thank you so much for being here tonight and being so active in chat. I really appreciate that because...
Great to chat with you, as always.
Yeah, I feel like we don't get to talk to you that much. Like, we see you every single stream, but we don't get to say a lot. And I feel like we really got to talk a lot this time, and it was very nice.
I see your
hearts. I appreciate that.
I see them.
Because I love you.
Yeah.
Dojo Par, thank you for coming back and looking forward to hearing more from you in the future.
That's right. And congrats on your, I'm glad that you had a good time at Champions Fair Day this past weekend, and congrats on your 4-0 in draft. That's awesome.
Yeah. And congrats on your soon-to-be, hopefully.
Grad school work, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Raymond, thank you so much for being here as well and explaining the Hogak thing and the everything else.
Yeah, I mean, giving context where I'm lacking is super important and helpful, so I really appreciate it too. I have some knowledge, but like rounding it out a little bit more and like polishing it up, super helpful.
Yeah. Frog Pizza, thank you so much for weighing in on that as well.
Big
Just
time.
like Dojo Par and Marcus did also.
Yeah.
You guys really all like gave your 2 cents, and it was everybody's 2 cents was different than everybody else's 2 cents. It was very helpful.
Yeah, I appreciated the discussion tonight. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah. Mr. Know-It-All, thank you for being here as well. Always appreciate that. Inquiring Mind Screw, it's always nice to see you in here given us some support, even if you can't stick around.
That is right.
I think that was everybody.
I definitely think that was everybody, yeah.
Marcus says it was. I had fun tonight. Thanks for the stream. See you Friday.
Means a lot, Marcus. Thank you very much. Super glad you had fun. That's what matters. Hopefully you all did and do when you come join us here on these Geek for All family of channels. As Marcus said, we'll be live on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern playing some more Resident Evil Remastered, technically, but Resident Evil.
Yes.
Over on Video Games for All. If you're not interested in that and you're only here for Magic, we'll be back next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern for Magic Monday, as we always are, right here on this channel. If I didn't mention it earlier, I don't think I did, please don't forget, whether you're here or at either of our other two channels, to subscribe and ring that bell so that you will get notifications whenever any of our videos come out, and or whenever we go live here or over on Video Games for All. And so, for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels. Oh, I should say, right, I forgot the beginning part of it.
Oh.
Between now and the next time that we see you all, whenever that happens to be, please continue to stay safe and happy and healthy. That is to you and yours, and it is super important. And for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe.
And I'm Mimi.
And as we always say, in whichever video or stream of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.